everyone. Wow, so so many people already right here at the beginning. Welcome back to Frostgeeks. We're so excited to be live again. Woohoo! I am sorry if I am a little echoey. It probably sounds a little bit like I'm in an empty room, and that is because I am basically in an empty room. I've just moved. That's why I was off for the last 2 weeks. So I got my minimal viable product set up with my desk and my computer ready to stream. So forgive any little hurdles along the way. I have not streamed yet from this new place. So anyway, welcome back. A big welcome back to potentially new faces if you guys haven't seen the first few episodes, but familiar to us. We have Felicia and Toby here tonight with us, playing some old favorites, Ajira and Vinny. So big warm welcome or cold welcome to them, I guess, now that they're back in Icewind Dale with us. We are playing, well, I guess we have our other players as well. I don't want to brush you guys off. Of course, we have Em playing Tranquility, Chase playing Haskell, Ian playing Mooneye, and Matt playing Stew Drinker as always. And we are raring to go. Before we do that, however, we are playing these in the system and setting of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition by Wizards of the Coast. We're playing through their module, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. This is unsponsored fan content. Also, several of the tokens and maps and things that we're using are from the Rime of the Frostmaiden bundle on Roll20. So you can go check that out for your own game if you would like. As usual, we have chat interactions. If you're new around here, you can type !engage to see what all of your wonderful options are. We have a few potentially useful items you can gift to players. You can also move the affirmation bar to a +1 to the heroes or +1 to myself, aka the villains. You can also, of course, gift hero points and villain points to beef up the heroes, or make things a little more dangerous and difficult, and let's be honest, exciting. So do with that as you will. Let's get a recap, because it's been so long, and it's especially been a long time for Vinny and Ashira. So I'll get to you guys in a second, kind of filling in the gaps with where you've been. First, we can talk about the last session. Last session 3 weeks ago was you guys went to the Sky Tower Shelter Goliaths and the Worm Doom Crag Goliaths to try and strike a peace bargain between these two feuding tribes. And talking to hard-headed Goliaths proved to be a little more difficult than maybe you initially expected, but through sheer force of will and the spirit talkers of each tribe, you were able to get both chieftains to agree to meet. And as you were at this meeting, oh, and really quick, of course, we met Esmeralda, Firemaster, and she and Stew Drinker got a little bit of time together after they've been separated for several years, and that was very tender. Anyway, as you were meeting together with the chieftains and they were trying to strike a new truce of sorts, this great big explosion happens and you see a huge black figure fly through the sky many, many miles away. And you see now that the great black dragon that you have heard a bit about up to this point is now on the loose and headed straight for 10 towns. So I will get to Ajira and Vinny after this part as well. I don't want to forget about that. So you guys can all see the map really quick right here. The dragon is coming from down here, and you guys are all the way over here. So the dragon has quite a bit of a lead on you, and it seems to be traveling pretty quickly. So, spurred into action with this new development, the Goliath tribes leap into the fray. They reach a hurried truce spurred on by the clear and present danger that this dragon now presents. They agree to take their forces to the Dwergar stronghold in the mountains to shut down the forge and cut off the ground forces there. Meanwhile, Quan, the monolith, the Sky Tower Shelter Goliath who you traveled here with, gets the Sky Tower Shelter tribe to provide 4 griffin mounts to you guys to speed up your travel back to 10 Towns to try and defend the people there. After the first 2 hours of flight toward 10 Towns, you get a call, Quill, from the one and only Avarice. She seems to have heard of the attacks, or an attack that has started on Dugan's Hole, which is the town that's closest along the dragon's path. She says that a few people have started to trickle in with this news from Goodmead and even from East Haven toward Caer Dineval, where there is a castle, and where they're hoping they might be a bit safer. She recommends that you guys meet up there as well, effectively leaving East Haven and Goodmead to fend for themselves. I suppose that's your first decision, is if you would like to agree to that plan.
Avarice, are you scared? Do you need me to come save you?
Is Quill like talking to herself right now?
She has her rocky talkie.
She's got a rocky talkie.
Okay.
I fear nothing, for when I die, I will return to the rest of Levistus, which is where I belong. However, I would like to not die before my mission is fulfilled. And as of right now, my mission is unfulfilled. So I suggest that you bring your team back here, where we will be stronger together.
You could just
know
say
as well
you
as
missed me. You don't have to bring a dragon into this.
There's Boomer. One thing hasn't changed about my new place.
Haskell's gonna run up to Quill and like
You're flying on griffins.
Oh, we're flying on griffins.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Never mind.
This is mid-flight. You think I brought up that dragon? That's the very thing that Levistus wanted us to prevent.
I did not know that. Like, IRL, Emily did not realize that Levistus wanted us to prevent a dragon.
After all, he did send us after the Dwergar in the first place. He wanted them cleared out. I thought we had done enough, but apparently, well, clearly that's not the case.
I see. Well, you are in luck. I will head your way directly.
I think the other towns can fend for themselves. Or at least they'll have to. And if they're not strong enough to do so, well, that's not my problem.
Agreed. I will see you soon.
All right, she clicks off, or whatever that sounds like on a walkie-talkie.
Okay.
You guys continue your flight toward...
Do I need to express the plan to the rest of the team at all?
Well, as you guys draw closer, you can see some smoke rising in the air from what you think must be some of the towns. You know that the dragon has had at least a few hours head start on you because it was so much closer. So that depends on how you want to present it, I guess, Quill. There is a practical side to this in that maybe you can get to Caer Dineval before the dragon gets there, whereas if you go to the other towns, you might be coming in right as the dragon is arriving, potentially.
Sure. So we're landing right now, is that what you said?
No, you're still mid-flight. It takes several hours to get as far as
So she'll
you've
just
gone.
try and fly like within shouting distance of Stew Drinker. And
Haskell is
Studi.
giggling the whole flight. So
Studi.
happy.
Yeah.
do you recall the people we left in Caer Dineval?
Yeah, the ones we want are free.
The dragon will be there soon. We should head there immediately.
Okay.
Okay, once Stew Drinker's on board, she'll then move over to Haskell and then pretend to talk to Haskell just because he's laughing so much and she doesn't really want to deal with that. And then she'll go over to Moon Eye.
She just pretends she doesn't even like say
Yeah.
anything.
No.
Does she pantomime too? Like,
Yep. 100%. And then it's over to Moon Eye. The others think we should go to Kertanaval.
Then that is what we will do.
Perfect. This worked out exactly how she wanted. We're going to go to
easy peasy.
Kertanaval.
Perfect. Okay. Meanwhile, we will jump over to Ajira and Vinny and do the Spark Notes version of what you've been up to. So, Vinny, you have had pretty good success. I mean, 10 towns isn't exactly a big area, but your Haskelets have gotten pretty popular among the kitchens where you've been able to cook them and try them out. You have been making the rounds to try and drum up a little more excitement and publicity for your fabulous Haskelets and going from town to town. As luck would have it, you find yourself in Kertanaval as this happens. Of course, you can't see the dragon from where you are, but you see smoke on the horizon, and pretty soon, not like masses of people, but a noticeable number of people start to kind of filter into town. More than is typical, for sure. And you start hearing talk of what has happened in Dugan's Hole, of this great black dragon that came and destroyed buildings and everything like that, that seemed to be made of this black ice material. It seems to be a construct rather than a living creature. Ajira, similarly, well, not similarly in mission, but similarly in location, you find yourself in Kertanaval as well. You returned to Bremen to care for Amarak, and he's taken ill, and nothing so far that you've tried seems to have made it better. However, you heard of a traveling halfling in Kertanaval who has knowledge of a great many things and is rumored to maybe know of some kind of special healing substance that could maybe help. So you came to this part of town, or this part of 10 towns, to find him. And same thing, you start hearing the people come in talking of this great big attack. And for the sake of you guys running into each other, I'll say you stumble inside the crowds, you stumble into each other, Vinny and Ajira, and it's been many, many weeks since the last time you saw each other.
Wait, who we bump into each other?
Mm-hmm. In Kertanaval.
Whoa, Ajira!
I was hoping you did not see me.
I didn't know that you came to Kertanaval.
I go many places. This just happens to be where I am at the moment. Why
Yeah,
are
this
you
place
here?
doesn't have, well, it's dinner. This place doesn't have a lot of dinner, though.
So you're making dinner.
No, dude, it's called Dinnerval. Like, you know,
I
like
see your
dinner.
misconception here. Did you see the smoke in the sky?
Yeah, dude, I bet it's a huge bonfire.
I do not think so. Would you like to see what's going on?
No way, dude, let's go get some of these Haskelets. You remember Haskell, the little dude?
Unfortunately, yes.
I made some Haskelets.
I
I
do
can
not think
get
I want
you
to
in.
eat those.
All right,
I-
dude,
I will be looking to see what this issue is. You can come or not.
all
Goodbye.
right, dude, I'm on my way. Let me grab my things.
She's already walking away.
Whoa, dude, I said get. It's all right.
He'll grab his things and run after her. A speed of 45.
You can keep up with her just fine. Okay, sorry, I'm just rolling the last of the blessings here because we've got to spread the love around there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So Quill, you're getting the blessing or the charm of the heart. If you would like, let me know if you want to reroll. Stu, Drinker, you are getting Charm of Luck. And Jira, you are getting Charm of Fire if you would like it. Vinny, you are also getting Charm of Fire if you would like it. You can reroll once if you would like a different one.
Look, this is my first day. I
And
have no
will-
idea what that
I
does.
I
don't
forgot.
remember what that
I'll
one
send-
is.
I gotta send you guys the little document that we have. I forgot.
It's good for both of you. I'll say that.
Okay, then I'll accept it if Chase
I've
thinks
put
Fire
it in
damage
chat.
and buffed weapons. It's good stuff.
Yeah, that one basically you can choose a weapon to buff. So it doesn't have to be your weapon either. You could just use it for somebody else's if you would like.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. I'll keep.
Okay.
Same.
Quill, Stu.
I think I'm gonna
keep-
need this.
I'm gonna take Charm of the Heart for sure.
Okay.
I
Very
feel
good.
like this immunity to fear effects is gonna be pretty clutch.
Okay, cool. All right. So Vinny and Ajira, where do you wander off to? There's a great in this town. It's pretty small except for a large keep, kind of in the center of town, raised up on a hill, and that's where people mostly seem to be flocking to.
I imagine we're
think-
going there.
Yeah,
But-
agreed.
Yo, Dudette, did you ever get that heart fire lit that little dude was talking about?
I have no idea what you're speaking of. My Heartfire never had a problem.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he was like, you gotta get your heart fire lit or something.
He said many things that were incorrect.
Whoa, dude, that little dude was right about everything.
Hmm.
I wonder if he's doing okay.
He probably died.
Do you
gave
think he
bad
still has
advice.
that goat?
I do not know what goat you speak of. The one that got
Dudette.
eaten by the bear?
Are you feeling okay, Dudette?
I feel fine. Let's go.
He'll shrug and go to that city center.
Okay. As you guys reach the gates of this castle, you see two individuals up on the gatehouse shouting down at the crowd that is now gathered, and they are not allowing entry at this time. They're yelling things, like we're just as confused as you are. Please, we just need to sort this out. Please wait here. Let's not create a scene. And they're trying to calm the crowd down, and the crowd is becoming more agitated. However, at this time, 4 large griffins streak across the sky, and Quill, Haskell, Stew Drinker, and Mooneye land very elegantly and coolly in the middle of the town, kind of before this castle on these great, beautiful griffins.
Look at this. The heroes have arrived.
Yeah, and those, flying dogs.
They are obviously of avian descent.
Yeah, like a bird dog.
Of course. Why
Do you
was
think
it
they
you that
lay
I ran into
eggs?
again?
Like little dog eggs?
You think you lay eggs? Do you not know?
Oh, dude, we totally lay eggs. I think I got some in my back pocket if you want to reach in.
I do not need your offspring. It's disgusting.
All right, do that.
All right, the Quill and everyone, you guys see this scene. There seems to be a modest crowd forming outside the castle. You definitely catch sight of Ajira and Vinny. They stick out like a sore thumb in 10 Towns because they both are very much unlike everybody else.
Haskell's going to take a brief moment to hug his griffin because he loved it so much.
Haskell, do you see that?
Is that Vinny?
I believe it is him and Ijira.
Vinny, Ijira.
Yo, little dude, you
I
came
turn
in on the
away.
bird dog? I didn't know you liked dogs.
Is Ajira
It's
doing
wonderful.
the I don't know you?
Come here, give me
Ijira.
some shell.
Yeah, Haskell will run up and he'll hold out his hand for like a handshake.
Watch the hooks, little dude.
They're called griffins. Are you here to stop the dragon?
Dude, there's a dragon?
It is a dragon?
Can you imagine what kind of eggs a dragon lays?
Dragon eggs. It's
You must be
obvious.
here to fix your heart fire. No better way than slaying a dragon.
Little dude, I was just talking to her about her heart fire, man.
Quill, how have you been?
I have been well. Thank you for asking.
It's
Does she
wonderful
look
to
well?
see you again.
Gale, the little Yeti tyke, is still at her side. Well, it wasn't named Gale when you guys were with her, but there is still the little Yeti.
Motherhood is treating you well?
Of course. And she'll stroke its little horns.
Dude, that Quill, you gotta get a blanket. You're turning blue.
She had a dance with the devil.
I did not have a dance with the devil. We have not discovered why the blue has happened.
Yeah, it's because you need a blanket, Dudette. I just told you.
She like flares her huge blue cloak that she has with big puffy white feathers fringed around her face. I'm quite warm.
It's a very magnificent cloak, and she did not have it the last time.
Bill has
You guys
gained a
met.
lot of social skills since the last time we met. A bit on the mean side, but it's fine. She's more interesting now. This is Stew Drinker and Mooneye. They've been
Oh,
traveling with
Stew
us.
Drinker.
It's lovely to meet you. My name is Ishira.
It's
Nice
lovely
to meet you
as
too.
well.
Name's Vinny. You can call me Vinny.
I
Vinny,
think we should stop light of the introductions. There's a dragon in town.
The first
No
thing
way,
you've said
dude.
that made sense your entire life. Let's go.
They make much sense, Ajira.
I like
If you weren't
very
so
much.
cold, you would know that.
Little
You
dude,
would
they're
like-
not letting anybody through.
I
They
will
seem
see to that.
confused.
And I will straighten my shoulders and I will stalk up there, my cloak billowing behind me as I head for the front of the line. Just like chin lifted as if I'm better than everybody I'm walking past.
The crowd
Haskell's gonna gesture at her. Wasn't she awkward the last time we met?
Yeah,
She
little dude,
has definitely changed.
why didn't you stop her from dancing with the devil?
I tried. He did. He's gonna kind of just look at her sadly.
The crowd responds accordingly, Quill, and as if there is just almost a force field around you, the people hush and start to part for you. Gale trots along in your wake, a faithful little companion, and you step before
Mooneye
the
will
gate.
follow Quill.
Okay.
It's like I want to look away, but I can't.
Ugh. Can she hear this? She's
I'm-
preening at this praise.
Maybe. I don't know
Yeah.
how loud Vinny's
Oof.
talking.
Just a little flip of the hair.
He
Quill,
has
just
one
so you
volume.
know, I have prepared my sleep spell since it was very helpful last time.
I do not know if it will work on a dragon, but I will keep
Oh
it in
no, I
mind.
meant to clear the crowds if need be.
Mooneye, I
Ah,
don't think that they're aware of
thank
that
you.
crime we committed yet.
The guards you up on
Nobody knew about a crime, Haskell, until you brought it up, you dumb.
Oh, nobody knows about that murder. It's okay. Nobody knows about that
Everyone
kidnapping.
just
It's
slow
fine.
turns and stares at him.
Little dude, you've become a pirate.
I was a pirate once, not now.
Oh.
Quill, you recognize the guards up here on the gate tower. They are cultists you've seen, and they look at you with recognition, although a little bit of surprise now that you are all blue. And they kind of can see them up there kind of whispering to each other. They seem a little bit unsure if they should open the gate and let you in, or if that's gonna like cause the whole crowd. They are hesitating.
Open the gate and let me and my friends in.
Okay, well, we're only gonna open it to members, so you and your friends, but they kind of turn or lift their head up and shout to the rest of the crowd. No, nobody else right now. No other admission until we sort things out.
My 5 friends and I will walk in, and only the 5 of us.
The guard nods and then nods to the other one, and they start slowly opening the gate.
Well, there are 6 of us, plus a Yeti.
She just like gives like a dramatic sigh as if she can't believe you just ruined her epic moment of command. And then she'll stand to the side with her eyes on the crowd as if daring them to take a step forward and cross this gate without her permission.
Why don't you make an intimidation check?
I would be so happy to make an intimidation. I am not great at intimidation, but we'll see what I roll.
I'll give you advantage. I think that you've got the presence for this. You've got the cloak.
I've got a 13 currently.
Okay.
I rolled fairly low.
Yeah. These people are already cowed. You see that they're very much from humble circumstances. They left in a rush. Clearly, they don't have a ton of stuff with them. They're already scared by what happened, so they look at you warily and hold their ground. They don't make a move to enter the gate.
Perfect.
As your friends file past, I'm assuming you guys try to make your entrance. Not Vinny.
Shaking his head no.
Vinny does not move. He doesn't walk forward with everybody.
What is wrong with you?
Yo, Dudette, you said friends, not acquaintances.
You said that we were friends before we parted ways. Were you lying to me, Vinny?
No way, Dudette, I would never lie to you. It's just time. How much time has passed anyways?
I would think a week or so.
It's been several weeks.
Surely it's been several weeks.
Perhaps that is what the "and so" means.
Dudette, you're a little scary, but I'll follow you in.
Leadership here is very stupid. You don't have to worry about technicalities.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, we'll then enter.
Okay.
I will go last.
Okay. The crowd eyeballs you coldly, the rest of you, as you guys move forward. Nobody dares to make a move toward you, but you can feel the tension. That tension where like somebody gets to cut in line or something and everyone's like, I'm not going to say anything about this, but I am not happy.
Yeah.
Haskell wants to single one person out and make him feel really uncomfortable as he grins at him the whole way past.
Is it Vinny?
No. I don't think Haskell could make Vinny uncomfortable if he tried.
Can Vinny join Haskell and use his hour of reaping action to scare people within 30 feet?
Oh my gosh, you guys are horrible.
These people are scared a dragon is going to eat them, and y'all are terrifying them.
He's just picking up what Haskell's putting down. That's always been the Vinny way.
Much to our collective chagrin.
What is that like? So it's like halfling grin and then like just terrifying turtle face overshadowing him.
Ooh, that is terrifying.
Yeah, have you seen the inside of a snapping turtle's mouth? It's scary business.
Pretty frightening.
All right, you guys don't have to roll. These are mere commoners. They are frightened of you, and definitely keep their distance as you guys move forward. And you move through the gate into the keep here. I guess I can. Well, I won't worry about the map right now. You guys move into the keep, and the double doors of like the inner keep open, and you see Thub leading out with more like slinking out as Thub does, and Avarice walking proudly behind him. Even though Thub, of course, is the figurehead leader, it's very clear even just from this small scene who is actually calling the shots here. But Thub slinks out and says, yes, I so glad to have you back. Just in time to help defend the order. And Avarice pats him on the head and says, yes, that's enough, Thub. We don't need all the niceties. However, she kind of rolls her eyes. It is nice to see you again, Tranquility.
This is Quill's girlfriend.
It is good to see you again as well.
It seems you picked up a few strays along the way. She glances at Ajira and Vinny.
She rolls her eyes at that.
Yo,
We have-
Dudette, those aren't strays. Those are griffins.
I have known them for some time now. We traveled together once when I was new to the world.
Well, hopefully they can do something useful here. I would assume you wouldn't bring them along if they couldn't.
I have faith in them. They are quite strong.
I can cook a mean omelet.
Yes, he can cook a mean omelet.
It's true. And Ajira is cold, but she is deadly.
I
Another
can get
thing you
behind
said
that.
correctly.
The other one, well, she kind of looks you up and down, Vinny, and like gauges your size and everything. I hope he's just better at fighting than he is at talking.
Whoa! What are you saying?
Will takes a sharp step forward towards her, her eyes narrowing with distaste. As I have told you, these are my friends, and I know that you might speak to the others like this, but if they are to help us, I do not think offending them is the correct way to treat them.
My apologies. I just wasn't quite sure how omelets were going to help in the defense of things, but if you see a plan for them, by all means, I'm eager to hear it.
Have you ever offered the best omelet in the world to a dragon?
I can't say that I have, but I'm not sure a construct would be very much interested in something of that sort.
A
Like
construct.
what's a construct?
Tranquility, if you please, could I have a word?
Of course. Please warm yourselves. Start thinking of a plan. I will talk to Avarice a moment.
Very well. Do you see that man there? And he's going to talk to Ajira. He's going to point to Thoob. If you don't
Yes.
accept that you have a problem with your heart fire, you're going to become like him.
Oh, no.
Thoob is like, he's like cowering. Think he's a tiefling, but he looks, think like a tiefling version of Wormtongue. You know, just like very like sniveling, like low, weaselly kind of character.
I could never be that weak.
You should not be, as long as you light that heart fire eventually. Just don't
You'll
grow
help
too
me.
cold. Of course. You should follow Stew Drinker here. He's as warm as they get.
Yeah, to explain to Vinny and Ajira, who haven't been here before, like a typical castle, there's sort of the outer wall and then like the inner courtyard area, which is where you guys are. And then there's an inner keep. The double doors are open. That's where Avarice and Thoob came from. And you can see inside there's like a banquet hall kind of thing with big tables laid out. You see most of the people seem to be gathered there. And Avarice motions you guys that way to warm yourselves, as Quill said. Stew Drinker, you can see peeking from behind one of the double doors is a little blue tiefling girl who you recognize as Mir.
I'd like to go over to her.
And
Hey.
She sort of slinks out from behind the door and looks cautiously at Avarice. And when she is satisfied that Avarice is distracted talking to Quill, she gets a little bolder and says, I missed you. Can I give you a hug?
Yes, of course. How are you doing?
She just like buries herself in your stomach and gives you a big hug because she's very small, much smaller than you. It's been okay. Avarice isn't too mean. If I do a good job. Not like your friend.
Don't worry. We'll change that with my friend. How are things here? Have you heard anything?
Are we gonna die?
No. I swear to you, we'll take care of this dragon, especially with our new friends over there. And Stew Drinker will gesture towards Vinny and Ajira and kind of whisper, hoping Vinny doesn't overhear, to Mir and say, I've heard that Vinny's really good at making stew, so...
Can I
Oh.
please perception that?
Sure.
Haskell's gossiping into Vinny at the same time. That's the servant. Quill's been abusing her. It's very sad.
Never mind. I'm not gonna roll.
I love
perception.
Haskell's version of all of these. Like, this is the Haskell story we're getting.
I'm not rolling perception if Haskell's talking to
Okay, you're
Vinny.
paying
Vinny
attention
wouldn't.
to Vinny.
Yeah, he's paying attention to Haskell.
You can see her look over at you though, Vinny, like in the way that you think Stew Drinkers maybe just mentioned you. She glances over.
She's looking over your act casual.
So is she like a child?
Yeah, she's just a little blue tiefling child.
She's not a child. She's
She's a child.
Okay.
What kind of eyes does she look at Vinny with?
The ones on her face?
Timid curiosity. Her
Okay,
whole aura is very timid.
I love it.
Do you think that stew will help? I can make I can make lots if it'll help against the dragon.
Yeah, if you could make, how many cauldrons do you have? There are lots of hungry people outside too.
Oh, I can go check.
Oh, and for your materials, and Stew Drinker will take out 10 gold pieces and hand them to her.
Whoa.
She like doesn't even touch them. Like she just looks at them, eyes huge.
Moon and I will prepare for a riot.
Haskell is disapproving, shaking his head from the background. as
You
he's
can
coin
also
being exchanged.
Haskell and Vinny and Ajira, since you're kind of and Moon Eye, all of you, not Stew Drinker, notice that the other cultists in here definitely take note of this large handful of gold that is now being offered to a small servant child. And people are giving weird looks. They're starting to whisper and direct their attention that way. We will cut away for a moment. Or did you want to do something really quick, Haskell?
Does
Or
he notice people chatting?
Yeah. All of you except Stew Drinker notice this.
Oh, stop your gaping. He gives all our goods away anyways. There will be nothing left for you sniveling dogs.
We will cut away there, out to the courtyard. Avarice is helping get the griffins like in and reined up, I guess, like tied off kind of thing.
Stabled.
Stabled. That's the word. Quill, I know this is not exactly the time, but I can't help but feel like there's been some rocks along the way between us. And I want this to be a very smooth, whatever this is.
I agree. Things have not been... I do not know the word. Here, let me lay my cards out. There is no sense in keeping them hidden. And,
Especially given the fact that we might die a horrible death from a constructed black ice dragon, I suggest we just air things out here.
we will come back to this construct. I am quite curious about it. But, she's gonna glance around. Is there anyone else within earshot? Like, they're not having like a lover's quarrel in front of everybody, even though we've never
people
even
are moving
kissed
in the courtyard. There's a general busyness to the castle, but no
Okay.
one's really paying attention to you.
What was the name of the last leader of this place? I want to call him Kazarin, but that's not right.
Oh, good question. Let me. Oh, Kadroth.
Kadra, thank you. She'll step closer and like lower her voice to like an almost intimate level. It was I who killed Kazra. And I feel that you sometimes take a tone of command with me. I placed you on that throne, and I do not appreciate being treated as a child.
My dear.
I have many things that I must attend to. I cannot stay in this castle and follow your wishes. You do not know what my everyday is like.
I can only imagine with the friends you have how potentially taxing it might be to manage the day-to-day effectiveness of your missions. I do not mean that as an insult. I understand you have a fondness for them, and I respect that. I merely mean that it seems there are many motivations within your group, and that can be difficult to manage.
If you understand, then why are we having this conversation? Why must you command, as you say?
I'm not someone accustomed to having many close relationships. I have not found many people to be on my level. You, I'm pleased to say, have proven yourself to be an exception to that rule, which I appreciate. I find in you an equal, a partner even, someone I can see eye to eye with.
Then you should treat me as such, Avarice.
I am trying to, but I do not feel that way about your friends, your companions. Do not strike me as ones who would see the vision as we do.
Of course they do not see the vision, but they keep me alive when I am out and doing the work in the world. And, as you say, I have a level of fondness, but I will not let that fondness get in the way of the work that must be done. And that you must trust me on.
I do. I have discovered something in my research. While you have been out adventuring, I have been doing more than just hiding out in my library, as you probably suspect. I have found a great many things. There is a reason I am here. I didn't just choose Icewind Dale for its beautiful scenery and warm, loving people. I'm here for a very specific quest. There is a city buried in the ice. I know you are aware of this. I've discovered it is within the Ragged Glacier. I have found what could be a way in behind a waterfall that has unfortunately not unfrozen for many years.
Avarice. Listen, I know that the study is very important, but first we have to survive. A construct attack? Perhaps we deal with one problem at a time.
I'm merely trying to tell you why I have been what you say, why I've been bossing you around, as you say. There is something so much bigger than this. And I agree, I don't have to go into detail right now, but just trust me when I say that your focus up here on these towns, this is misplaced. There's so much more waiting for us, and I need us to work together on that. I do agree, though, that first we must survive. So can we please discuss this? Discuss our shared mission and getting on a shared mission after we have dealt with this little inconvenience?
Quill takes a long breath and considers. Yes, of course, Avarice. There are things that must be let go in order for what needs to happen. Okay.
Now, the construct.
Yes, tell me.
I've been hearing rumors. I've also conducted a little bit of surveillance with my gargoyles and some divination magic. It seems that this dragon is constructed entirely of Chardalyn, which she taps the amulet around her neck, as you know, is the unique material that we wear. I have no idea how the Dwergar managed to get so much of it to construct an entire dragon, but I think the time for answering that question is later. For now, we should know that it is a dragon that is neither living nor breathing. However, it is under the control of, well, I suspect the Dwergar, but I'm not entirely sure who's controlling them. Anyway, it has a formidable breath weapon, not of fire, actually, but of radiance.
Of radiance. What is this thing?
Well, this Chardalyn is often charged with a sort of divine energy. The power of Levistus, of course, is one example. However, it is far from exclusively his. So I believe this Chardalyn then is being infused with divine power, radiance. Do you follow?
Yes, I do. I have a question for you. If Levistus speaks to us through these, and she'll reach out and she'll tap Avarice's charm because Haskell has her own. Why does Levistus not take control of this dragon?
As I said, not all Chardalyn is infused with his power.
How do we do that, though? Is there a ritual we could perform? He would be an incredible power to add to Levistus's army.
That is a very interesting thought. I do not believe it would be one we could... a plan we could enact during the battle. However, it would take some time and research. As far as I know, the Chardalyn is infused upon its creation.
So we do not have the time. The dragon will be on us before the research can be completed.
I suspect as much. It takes probably a few hours to get from where the dragon is to here. Perhaps, though, if we are able to spare parts of the dragon, we could hatch a version of the Dwergar plan, but to our own advantage. However, that is later. I mean simply rebuilding the dragon with the power of Levistus, as you've suggested.
Of course.
For now, we have to figure out what to do with all of these
people.
I
have an idea for that. How many more of these necklaces do you have? And she'll grab onto the amulet and pull Avarice a step closer.
That is a very charming thought. Unfortunately, not nearly enough for all of these people.
Unfortunate.
The way I see it, we probably only have enough time for a handful of things. And this is where, well, actually, we'll cut away here and go back to the keep really quick to resolve things with Mir. Do you insist on her taking the gold stew drinker? She's very much in awe.
Absolutely.
Okay.
if she objects, I would say, you don't know how many people there are out there. You're gonna need a lot.
All right. Eventually, she'll take it and just rush off to the kitchen, and she'll I guess she'll stop by Vinny first and say, stew drinker said you're really good at cooking. If you want to do that, the kitchen is back here.
Yeah, show me the way.
Okay, she'll scurry off to the kitchen with Vinny in tow. Now we will kind of zoom out to the overview here. You guys have a few hours before the dragon probably arrives, and there are a handful of actions that you can potentially take here in this situation. You can choose one of the following list. And I'm still kind of feeling this out, so if you guys feel like well, we'll get to the end of everyone choosing and we'll kind of see where we're at. And if I want you guys to choose again, then we can cross that bridge when we get there. So here's your list. You can secure civilians, meaning you can evacuate a number of civilians to the cistern underneath the castle, which is where Avarice sort of hung out and where they kept prisoners, but now they're not keeping them anymore. So you can evacuate people down there, get them to safety. You can arm/recruit a little squad of fighters, which will basically give you a small mob that you individually can control, and they can take one action per round, such as attack, move, distract, do other things that might be useful. You can build a makeshift ballista, because this is a dragon after all. And once a makeshift ballista has been built, if like multiple characters want to do this same action, you can add rope to the bolts to make them harpoons. And then additionally, a third time, you can create a large net to fire from the ballista as well. And finally, this is not... well, I guess it could be open to Ajira and Vinny potentially, but you can bond with a griffin mount, meaning you'll get a +10 bonus to your animal handling checks to control your mount in combat. So if you were going to take to the skies and fight the dragon in the air, that would be useful. Those are your options here as you are preparing. And why don't we go ahead and take our break a little bit early so I can give you guys some time to think that through, and then we can just go straight to the action here. So we're gonna go on a little bit of an early break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. So we'll be back at 10 till. Bye.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for letting us take a quick break. We had to do some strategizing, but now we are back. So these few hours pass by with everyone very hurriedly making preparations for the imminent dragon attack. So let's go ahead and start with Mooneye and Ajira. Do you guys want to explain what you do and how you do it?
Of course. I am running around outside the town, getting people inside. They seem very scared of going inside because they had been frightened before, but we make them feel safe. They come inside where they do not get destroyed by the dragon.
Mooneye, anything to add?
I will follow about and say, you will die someday, but it will not be today. Go quickly. And I'll just push them forward and along.
That's like a less inspiring version of Aragorn's speech when he's like, but not this day. And I was like, you'll die sometime, but just not today. Just get inside. Come on.
Today you will cower deep under the building.
Hopefully nobody comes with gunpowder under the wall.
Oh, that would be a very evil plot twist. Anyway, so between the two of you, you guys are able to secure about 50 people down underneath and inside the castle. There's not quite enough room, like underneath exactly, but they're all huddled in there, out of the way. Let's go to Quill. How about what action did you choose, and how do you do this?
I chose the action arming/recruiting fighters, and she'll go and take a quick walk around the guards, tap shoulders, see how quickly they can run back and forth. It will take speed in this battle, not necessarily brawn. And she'll assemble a crew of 5 soldiers who are willing to lay down their lives for Levistus. And
That's not hard to do in this cult.
Yeah, for sure. And she'll tell them that they will obey her, and that they will do anything that she commands for Levistus.
You find 5 nutcases that are ready to devote themselves to Levistus and or you.
Absolutely. She praises them. She tells them that they are the chosen ones. And then she, with a wicked grin, leads them to battle.
They are super pumped.
Cool.
And let's see, Haskell, what do you do?
And he's cooking.
Yeah.
Vinny, yeah, at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, Haskell's just gonna go back to the Griffins as soon as he finds out that they're still here and an option. And he's just gonna go sit down and he's gonna tip tap on his drum and he's gonna have a heart-to-heart talk with this Griffin. He's gonna tell him about all his grand adventures, about it's gonna be fine, that he's killed not only dragons that are bigger than this one that are alive, and this one's already dead, so it shouldn't be that bad. He's just gonna pump up his Griffin.
Griffins aren't exactly super smart, but it's responding to you, and you seem to be forming a sort of trust with it over the
Griffins
few
are far
hours.
smarter than people give them credit for.
That's probably true, but they are like giant birds, so eventually probably you have to go fetch some knucklehead trout from the kitchen to really get it to warm up to you. But once you
I'll
bring
go
the
introduce
food,
it to Vinny.
yeah, it's totally on board. Speaking of Vinny, well, I guess Stew Drinker and Vinny, we can narrate you guys together. What do you choose? Once Vinny is finished cooking up a mean stew for people to eat and get ready for the fight, what do you guys do?
Vinny will, with his fishing experience, create a net to fire in the not made yet ballista.
And Stew Drinker will maybe initially, whilst Vinny is finishing up cooking the stew, he finds an area without people and just starts swinging his sword to try to see how far he could throw it, and not being able to throw it basically anywhere close to where a dragon would be. He thinks back to what his tribe did when the feud began to prevent an invasion from the Sky Tower shelter Goliaths with their griffins, if need be, and starts assembling this ballista to start firing at this dragon.
I want to change what Vinny did.
Okay.
He brings Stew out to Stew Drinker while he's working on the ballista. And then we'll make the net. Like, he'll feed Stew Drinker first.
Get him ready to go. Perfect.
Yes.
Whoa.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Yeah, dude, it's like the best stew you'll ever have.
Yeah, how did you do this?
Oh, dude, it's my little secret, but have you ever had a little bit of turtle slime?
No.
You have now, dude.
Whoa. That's amazing. How do I get more?
Dude, you just gotta reach in the pock, man.
Hawk?
Yeah, dude.
He'll gesture to his shell.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for being willing to feed all these people too.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm gonna go start working on some stuff. If you need more of the stew, it's just, on a low simmer.
Wonderful. Thank you. Everything Haskell said about you is true.
Oh, little dude talked about me?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he didn't say anything about you.
Oh, well, maybe someday.
Yeah, you gotta get in his good side. Well, Stew Drinker, good luck building that craft project.
Thank you, Vinny. Good luck with whatever you're doing.
Yeah, dude.
And he'll go do his net making.
Now that you've said craft project, I'm picturing this ballista as like popsicle sticks and like Elmer's glue
Yeah.
that two drinkers like pasting together with like a little rubber band or something. Okay, let me explain this map really quick. That giant knight token is my best attempt for Quill's little army. I didn't want to have a bunch of tokens that you have to drag around, so I just made one big one that basically will encapsulate the space they're taking up as they move as a little unit.
I will call him Eric,
Eric the giant knight.
and he is mine.
Let me fix some vision stuff real quick. Okay, Azure Vinny, you guys should be able to see now. Okay, the ballista is up here. Up on
Can I start up there?
Yeah, you guys can place yourselves wherever you kind of want to be. We'll say that this is the keep, or like the gateway to the keep. And then this is the town square kind of thing, obviously.
Can't seem to select my turtle token.
What?
That's weird.
It's totally weird.
Bravo.
I can't believe you went there.
I got him.
Okay. Azure, are you good?
I'm
With
good.
your-
I moved
okay.
my token already.
Cool, okay.
Tori.
Wait, where am I supposed to be?
Wherever you want to start. You guys have time to put yourselves where you like.
With Stew Drinker. Which one of these is Stew Drinker?
This is Stew Drinker.
Okay, wherever Stew Drinker is.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yes, M/Quill.
Can Gale be somewhere off and safe?
Would you like to put Gale down with the... Well, I don't know if the people would... Do you want to put Gale in your
I want to put
office?
Gale in Avarice's bedroom. Because
Okay.
it's underground, it's through a lake, and there's gargoyles to take care of him.
Okay. Avarice agrees. You can tell she's like a little bit grudging because
I
she
will
has
tell
little
her this
gifts
is
in
my
there.
child.
Yeah, she'll agree. Like you can
Okay.
just tell that it's one of those things that you do because you like want someone to be happy, but you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I really don't like this.
I will tell Gale to be good.
Okay.
And I will
Gale-
leave the toy that Ajira made for...
Gale will give you will cuddle at your legs as you're. It's very like a kindergartner that you're trying to leave, in the classroom. You're trying to leave him in Avarice's room, and you have to kind of peel him off you, but he does eventually go and stay, and I can take him off the map. Gotta secure the little baby Yeti.
I know, freaking Moon Eye gets on my case when I don't.
Okay,
You've
where
taken
does
on the
everyone else want to
responsibility.
be?
How hard is it to? So like we flew these griffins for a while, right? It's like they have good stamina.
Yeah, and they now have. Yeah, you flew them for about 5 hours, and then they rested for the hours that you guys were making preparations. So they've gotten some of their strength back. They'll be good for the fight.
Okay. Yeah. Haskell just wants to fly around and patrol and keep an eye on things, land occasionally to let it rest.
Okay, you should have control over that Griffin token.
I
Chase.
do. And so you want to just put it anywhere here on the map?
Wherever you like. Wherever you want to
It'll
be.
be over here at the edge of the wall.
Okay. Quill, where do you want you, and where do you want...
Eric.
Eric. Where do you want Eric?
Let me zoom out a little bit so I can see more of where other people are at. So Eric will be down here, and I will be over here, kind of close-ish to other people, but also I have an eye on the ground.
Okay. So this map is very empty, and this was mostly because I didn't want to populate it with stuff because time and also laziness. But you guys did not were not able to evacuate everybody. So people evacuate everybody into the castle. So people are in these buildings. They're trying to clear out as best they can, but this square is still, there's still some stragglers and things. They're just not on the map. So imagine this is not an empty courtyard.
Did Avarice know if this thing is attracted to eating people, or is it just there for destruction?
Well, it's a construct, which
Mhm.
means it doesn't eat. It doesn't need food or water or air. Like it's
So I can't really
Think of it more
tempt
like a
it with dead
machine.
Erics.
probably not.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, it's probably more useful to think of this as a machine.
Okay.
Or like Mecha Godzilla. You know?
Yeah.
Do you see the Godzilla versus Kong? Yeah.
I'm about that.
Okay. So, gosh, we've like been building up to this, and now I guess we got to start, huh? Pretty soon, after you've assembled, you hear the sure sound of large wings on the air, and I even have.
Do I see it coming like with my air patrol?
Yeah, you'll probably see it before everybody else. And
Okay,
you
I guess
certainly
it's
hear it.
Ooh. And it's nighttime, yeah.
It's yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's good sound effects. Yeah, I'm gonna have light on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna start making a big scene when I hear it / maybe see it shadow in the distance.
Yeah, you guys hear it, and then Haskell, you see its dark form like come through the clouds. And I guess before we get started, there's one more thing. I need to show you guys the picture because it's so cool. Sorry, stall. This one. So obviously this isn't quite what it looks like right now, but here's where we're going.
That's
It
a
is
lot of people
Mecha
dying.
Godzilla.
It's pretty awesome.
Wow.
I like how
All
the lights glow through its wings.
Yeah, all this metal, it still has holes in its wings.
Hey guys,
that.
see this art where it's burning the town? Let's have that be our plan to not let it do that.
No. It's
Yeah.
it's
You get a
radiating
choice.
the town with radiant damage.
Right.
He looks like that oven or whatever on the Brave Little Toaster. That lights up and gets mad.
This is another picture of it.
Oh, guys, how are we gonna
Okay.
kill that?
He has a helmet on, clearly.
With my non-magical maze, obviously.
He's a night dragon.
So Haskell, this is the creature you see parting its way through the clouds. And you see that subtle radiant glow beneath, like in the cracks in its black ice body as it flaps toward you. And we can now all roll initiative, I guess.
This is
How-
so cool.
How big is it? Is it like bigger than my griffin, I imagine?
Yes, it's bigger than your griffin.
Okay.
Mechanically, it's one size category larger than your griffin.
Oh, natural
Ooh.
18.
Nice.
Stew drinker, here comes our dream.
Yeah. Let's save this town.
I got a 20.
You have a +8 initiative.
I
Survive.
took alert.
You should be able to add yourself to the tracker, Ajira, I believe. If
Oh,
not,
yeah.
I can add you.
And don't forget to add
Oh,
your
weird.
+1.
Oh, I did not. I'll change that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, +1, yeah.
It's
I'm 23.
I don't know how to add myself. I need help.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
mine added me on its own.
If you have
You
your
have to click your
token
icon.
clicked when you roll initiative, it'll
Oh.
add. Otherwise, I think Tori has to add you.
I'll
Gotcha.
add you.
I must not have. So it would
There you
actually
go.
be 21 then. So I'll write it in. Thank you.
Sorry.
You had one chance, Felicia. You
Yes.
missed it.
I realized that I put myself in a line to be burned to death. Can
Well,
I move to the other side of Eric?
you can on your turn.
God damn. All right.
All right, is everyone in? Eric will just act on your initiative. Is that cool, Quill?
That's super cool.
'Kay.
Do they have bows?
Yeah, they can have ranged and melee weapons, and they
Okay.
just do the flat damage.
It's better than half of us can say.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was the wrong way for that to go. Okay. So,
Before we start, I got a
Mhm.
blessing from Wombat.
oh, let's roll that up.
While you're rolling that, when do I choose my fire blessing weapon?
Probably now would be good.
Okay, it's my fishing pole.
Okay. Da, da, da.
So I got the same blessing as him before, so I can just choose my bow, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Mooneye, I rolled the charm of friendship for you. Would you like to keep it?
Not sure that's going to assist us.
They are the enemies will be much less likely to attack you,
Oh,
and
actually,
when
yes.
they do, they'll have disadvantage. Can you do me a favor and remind me of that? Because I always forget that one.
Yep.
So, just don't be shy to let me know.
Oh, don't worry. I will.
Okay, is everyone good?
I'm
Managed all the
Gucci.
things. Okay.
As Gucci as a tiefling can be.
All right. So, I guess I'll throw the dragon here on the map so you guys can see it. It's in the air. And actually, I don't want it to be there. I'll say it's like entering over here from the south.
Oh, he's a baby dragon.
No,
He's
that's
so
pretty
little.
big. He's
Eric,
pretty
he's the
big.
same size as Eric.
He's the same size as Eric. Just put Eric and Mechagodzilla 1v1 and make this the showdown for the century.
That's the movie we need.
Okay, it flies. It's flying over the town now. And Mooneye, you are up if there is something you would like to do.
There is. I will start by calling upon the twilight and put a sanctuary around us. So for a 30-foot radius, we get a dim light. But anyone who ends in the sphere, I can grant them temporary hit points, which in this case will be 10.
10 temporary hit points.
Yep, for anyone who's in a 30-foot radius of me.
So Vinny and Stew Drinker, you guys
about-
get well, they're up on the wall as well.
A radius is a circle.
Let's see. But you're 25 feet. I can't math. I guess that, are you in that? If it's a radius? I guess so. No?
No,
No, it depends how
30-foot
high
radius
up.
would mean only 15 feet away from me.
Oh, that's
on either
true.
side.
Okay.
No, it's because it's not a diameter. It's the radius. So it goes out from that direction and the other direction. So it's a diameter of 60 feet.
I want to say the radius is 30 feet out in all directions, but I might just be thinking Pathfinder templates. I don't know.
That's
Man,
true.
you guys, I can't do this kind of
Math.
thinking right now.
We're tricking you into playing math.
Listen, I'm going to say it doesn't reach you because you're too low.
All right, that's fair.
The radius is from the center point out.
Okay. You
So it
guys
is
are
30
you guys are lifting the curtain and showing everyone that we actually don't know what we're doing.
Just that you don't know
Stop
what you're
it.
doing. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Felicia's like, I haven't messed up once,
I didn't say
so-
anything about math because I know it's not my strong suit.
Okay, so Stew Drinker and Vinny, you guys get 10 temporary hit points. Also, Vinny and Najir, you guys can add your hit points onto your bars if you like. They are visible to your teammates, but you don't have to. Okay, are you moving? I guess not. You probably want to man the ballista, I would assume, Mooneye.
Correct.
Okay, and I'm gonna just say you guys probably loaded it beforehand, so we don't have to worry about that on this round. Ajira, you're
It's
up.
my turn? It's been so long. Okay. So I have a bonus action and 2 actions, right? A move and another one.
Move and an action, and then a bonus action if you got stuff for it.
Cool. So my spells are bonus actions, most of them. So I want to cast Hunter's Mark on the dragon.
That makes
And
sense.
then I would like to attack the dragon. And I've got this cool thing at 5th level that lets me attack twice when I attack.
Nice.
So I will be I attacked separately twice, right? So I actually roll my attack twice. Okay. So I'll start with that. And then let me find my clicky button here.
Also, while you're doing that, Haskell,
in the right place.
the Charm of Storm has been granted to you.
Ooh,
Let me know if you'd like a reroll.
No, let's do it.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you so much, chat.
So that was a 22
To hit.
to hit.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. And then let me look at my charm here because I'm trying to manage all this in my brain here.
It gives
And
you
add
fire damage.
Okay, so it'll be fire damage equal to half your level rounded down. So an additional 3 fire damage. So it's 10 piercing plus 3 fire. And then let me double check my spell here to make sure I know what I'm doing there. I try to pick classes I don't have to manage a bunch of stuff, and then I always end up having to manage like a bunch of stuff.
It happens to the best of us.
I know.
I know about managing stuff. I'm over here. I've got my book out with the stat sheet. I've got like 10 million tabs open.
Yep. Okay, so I deal an extra d6 of damage whenever I hit the target, and I have advantage on any wisdom or perception or survival. Okay, so I just get an extra d6, so I will roll an additional d6.
And then, 3 fire damage? Is that
Yeah,
what you
so it was 10 piercing, 3 fire, and then I rolled a 6 on this, so that's actually 19 total damage for my first attack.
Okay.
And then I get my second one, right?
Yep. Your arrow flies true. It strikes it. You can see that it doesn't pierce through this black ice like it would flesh, but it lodges in there.
Beautiful. Okay. So this will be my second extra attack. That's a 24
Mm-hmm.
to hit. So an additional 10 piercing plus 3 fire. And then my Hunter's Mark only was a 2 this time. So that's going to just be, it was 10 plus 3, 13, 15. And then can I use my hero point to do my additional attack? One more time?
Do you have Charm of the Fire or no?
Yeah.
Are you adding that already?
Yeah, that's the 3. Half my level rounded down.
Nice.
And it counts as magical. So
Sorry, hang on one second.
you're good. I'm just
Da-da.
throwing a lot of numbers at you, and then I just made fun of you for not being able to do math.
Okay. Sorry, I have been messing this up. So let's do that. Yes, you can use your hero point. Was the answer to that question.
Okay. So I'll mark 1 hero point, and then I will roll 1 last time, and that should be, I guess, 2 of my actions.
Whew,
So
you
that was
just
the 27.
Can't roll low. Yeah.
I can't.
Dang.
Beautiful. So that's 11 plus 3 is 14, plus the d6 for Hunter's Mark is an additional 5. So we're at what? That's 21. Did I math right? Did I math wrong? 11 plus 3 is 14, plus 5 is 19. I missed it by 2.
Missed it
Basically the
by
same
that
number.
much.
Basically.
You just did 47 damage.
I had a great plan.
Jira's
like-
flurrying.
That is an awful lot.
And then I still have a move, right? Because my
Yeah.
thing was like extra attack when I attack. So I can
Mhm.
still move to hopefully strafe or something, get away. I just want to kind of hide more behind this building. I'm just going to back up a little bit.
Pew, pew, pew. Oh.
And hopefully these like fire arrows show people that like, this is the time we got to go. And that's my
Yeah.
turn.
All right, Quill.
Okay. Quill's eyes darken as she looks upon this monstrosity that should, in truth, be working for her master, Levistus. She raises a hand up to the sky, and a little bit of fur and a bit of ember just like evaporate as she calls upon the power of the heavens, and like a storm starts to swirl into being above her. And instead of pointing at the sky, she slowly lowers a hand down towards this thing, and she's going to cast lightning bolts on it.
Cool.
And yeah, I need it. Does it make a save? It makes a save versus me.
Okay. A dex.
Yep, dex save.
Okay.
It's 100 feet long, 5 feet wide, and it just probably is ripping up the cobblestones as it just races across at this thing.
Oh, that is the wrong thing. Sorry, I keep losing my stat sheet. Okay, here we go. All right, dexterity saving throw. Alrighty. That is a 17.
Meets it.
Oh, an
beats it.
18, because I'm affirmated right now.
Dang it, guys!
That means Hexeter is watching you guys.
Oh man. Okay. Well, there goes my big spell. It misses by 1.
It'll do half though,
damage.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I will go ahead and roll my half damage. It's
Okay.
gonna be roll / roll, because that doesn't, the little roller thing doesn't go this high. 8d6.
And cinematically, Quill, it's not that your spell missed. This thing is obviously huge and slow. Well, not slow, but just it's a big target. So the lightning strikes true, but it seems like the Chardalyn almost like absorbs some of it.
That doesn't sound good.
That was a poor choice of words. I don't want to read.
It just like
you to read too.
dispersed some of it.
Yes,
Okay,
like
that's
kind of
so
like
much better.
It disperses, not absorb. That was a bad choice of words, but
Okay.
you get my meaning. Okay,
It'll
take half of that.
It'll take half of that. I was trying to decide if I wanted to empower it, but I think I'll let it go. I
Okay.
will spend a hero point to do my level +3, so 9 more damage. So it'll take. I don't know if it takes
take up
full
to-
or half of my hero point damage.
Chase, how do you usually do that? If something is getting reduced, do you add it before or after, or what do we want to do?
I typically add it after.
That makes sense. That feels better.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So it'll
like
take
she gets like
15.
angry that it's not gonna do as much, and she like opens herself up to Levistus, and like her skin like on like where he grabbed her originally like fades just a little bit deeper of a blue.
And the lightning doesn't quite disperse all the way. It still crackles across its black surface and lights up the night sky. It kind of reflects off the clouds above it as well.
When she casts the spell, she's actually gonna lift up off the ground, and she's gonna move to like here, the other side of Eric. And when she lands, she still has her finger pointed at them, and she says, "What are you waiting for? Fire!" And they'll all like loose bolts at this thing.
Okay. It's now my headcanon that none of these guys are named Eric, but Quill has just like decided to call them that, and she doesn't care which one it is. It's just like, you Eric, you there, do this.
They do 8 damage.
Okay. So they are a little far. So I'm gonna reduce that a bit.
Okay, they can run forward. I don't mind if they move first and then attack.
Okay, they get one action, so they can either
They
move
can
or
only
attack.
move.
Hmm.
Well, I told them to attack already, so they can attack.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just. It's their arrows are not as cool as Ajira's. We'll just say that.
That's fair.
There is only so much Eric can do, but they do it. Okay, Vinny, you're up.
This thing's in the air.
Yeah.
How high up?
I'll say it's kind of like strafing above the buildings. So maybe like, I guess, what, like 30 feet?
I can jump to that. That's all I needed. Okay.
But it's like, are we staying for this? Or are we running away?
He's saying that to Mooneye.
Mooney,
We will be
stew
staying.
drinker. There's like no chance of running.
We must protect the people who are here.
I promised.
Alright, dude. Looks like you gents got it up here. I'm gonna go make sure Jared doesn't get flamed to death.
And he's just gonna run. I can move and move, right? Like,
Mhm.
okay. It's 90 feet is his double move.
Okay.
So,
So
gonna-
We're so fast.
it'll
Can I-
be. Are you gonna jump off the wall?
heck yeah.
Okay. Gosh, I can't remember how tall I said this castle wall was. How tall are castle walls normally? Does 30 feet feel too high? 20 feet?
30
Not
feet
high
probably
enough.
feels, yeah, probably like 40, 50 feet.
I don't
Yeah.
care how tall it is. I'm jumping off.
It's not a very big fort, is it?
It's not a huge castle. I'm gonna go with 30.
I
Great.
think
I
that's
jump.
fair.
Okay. You can. Do you have that wall slide thing so you
Of
don't take fall
course.
damage?
As a reaction, I can reduce fall damage taken by 30. Will I take more than 30 fall damage from this?
No, you will not. So you slide down the wall.
He uses his fishing pole and loops it on the edge of the wall like a grappling hook and jumps off, and then unhooks it and sprints to Ajira.
Very cool.
Sick.
Hey, Jujette. Nice fire in there. I'm just here to make sure you don't get cooked.
So now I have to protect you too.
Whoa, dude, that I'm protecting you. Remember, I got the heart fire.
And
Fine.
then
Back to
That's-
back. Let's go.
I think that's all I can do. I guess I have a bonus action, but there's really not. It says patient defense. I can spend a key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on my turn. What does that do exactly?
That'll impose disadvantage on attack rolls. So
Does it look like this dragon is upset at Ajira? Like, do I see it veering this direction?
right now it's sort of just coming into town, and it's just been like barraged by a lightning bolt and some arrows and stuff. So there's there's a confusion of action going
Okay.
on. Its
Then
motive
I'm-
is not clear.
Not gonna do anything else with my bonus action or anything. I'm just gonna call it good. That's Vinny's turn.
Okay. Stu, you're up.
Great. So is it fairly dark right now?
Yes. But you
Okay.
can see there's enough kind of like torches and things lit.
Okay. So in this case, Stew Drinker is going to grab another one of the bolts, and I'd like to ready an action so that after Moon Eye fires one, I'll immediately load this in.
Cool.
And say to Moon Eye, your vision's better than mine in this, so aim true, brother.
Hope the spirits will follow me today.
And that'll be it for Stew Drinker.
All right. What happened to my battle music? I'm just realizing it's
We
stopped.
just have ominous dragon roars right now.
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
okay, it's Haskell's turn.
So first off, I would like to use 3 of these glorious hero points that chat has gifted me to get myself a heroic recovery token, Tori, because I'm going to get dangerous in a minute.
Are we doing that? I
Yes,
think so,
yes.
right?
So updated heroic recovery for chat and everyone. It takes 3 points to do a heroic recovery, and each subsequent recovery is going to cost 1 additional one.
Can you give me a quick rundown on like griffins and mounting them, Tori? What's their speed? Do they take my movement?
Yes. So I will put their stat block in here. If they're acting as a mount, you use their speed, which their flying speed is 80 feet,
Oh,
and
nice.
they can either hang on, I wrote this down. They can take one of 3 actions. They can dash, disengage, or dodge. So they won't be able to. It won't be able to attack while you're riding it, but it can take you around.
So if it dashes, then I still have my action.
Yes.
Okay. Well then, I'm gonna dash over towards Jira. Which let me just measure this and move there because that's gonna be a lot easier. This is a long ways. I have plenty of room. I'm gonna get like over to here. I'm gonna be hovering like how high up off the ground is the dragon right now?
I said 30, right?
30 feet. I'm gonna be level with the dragon then, right about here. I would like to do a knowledge on this thing. Could I do some sort of knowledge? I want to know like what this thing could possibly be resistant to, like if any of my magic is going to even work on it.
Sure. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Arcana. You got it. Man, Haskell acts way more smarter than he is. I would like to use one of my hero points to re-roll that 5.
Okay.
If I may.
You may.
That's better. How about are we affirmated? Yeah, 20. Unnatural. Okay. A dirty 20, as they say.
Okay. So you want to know like kind of what?
Yeah, I want to know specifically like is my mental and psychic magic gonna work on it, or like is this thing actually just like an unliving construct? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it is immune to being charmed, exhaustion, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned. Because it is a construct.
But not all mental effects. Just those ones.
I believe so. I can double check with a Google check, but that is what is listed.
Okay, that's okay. Does it look like there's any magic on it, or do I have to do like a detect magic to tell?
I mean, constructs are like inherently magic. Like there's no way this thing could be working without magic.
So would I know if like dispel magic could do anything against such things?
Probably not this, because it's made of Chardalyn, which is the material. And you have been informed previously that this thing is being powered by the heart of a dragon.
That's
so
right.
This is some big magic.
Okay. So I'm just gonna count that as my action because Haskell right now is he's gonna kind of do a little loop-de-loop on his griffin. He's gonna look at it. He's gonna ponder.
Kind of judge how it's reacting to things.
Yeah, and I mean, with that knowledge, I know if like it's resistant to frost or anything. Like, would I know which of my weapons is going to be better here?
You can tell from Ajira's arrows, or no, sorry, not from the arrows, but from Eric's arrows, that it seems to be resistant to like physical damage that's non-magical.
Okay.
And it also is not being affected by the radiance within it, so you think it probably has either immunity or resistance to radiant damage.
We're gonna bust out the sickle then. He's gonna look down at Ajira. Ajira, keep shooting like that. This is how you light your heart fire. Take it right out of a dragon's heart. And I'm gonna do a bardic inspiration on you. So you can use it within 10 minutes after you roll something. You can add a D8 these days.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's my turn.
Okay. These are long combat turns with so many fun things happening. Okay. Speaking of fun things, where did you go on the map? Can you still see yourself?
Bottom right. I'm behind a building. I stepped back just a little bit.
Do you still have control of your token?
Let me see.
Because I just don't see you anymore. Oh, okay.
Right. I'm 2 squares to the right of that.
Got it. Okay.
I'm hiding.
Very good.
I was hoping if you didn't see me, the dragon wouldn't see me.
I would just forget that you were there. Okay. So the dragon... I gotta bring my book in front of me real quick. All right. You see between its cracks, this radiant light starts to glow brighter and brighter, particularly in its like chest, throat area, and it turns its neck toward Vinny and Ajira and lets out this line of bright, bold energy toward you guys. And you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this considered an attack or no?
No.
Okay.
You said just to Jared and Vinny, right? Or is that me as well?
It does not hit you.
Phew.
You are
I was
out
gonna
of the
make it
line
hit
of
you with my
fire.
hero point, but I can only divert attacks.
Just deflected up at the griffin.
That was my goal. All right, let me get dex save.
I got a 16, including the +1 from chat. So thank you, chat.
Natural 20.
Ooh. Okay, you
Oh,
both
nice.
save, so you'll take half of this.
Does natural 20 still just take half? Nothing else special?
Yeah. So you'll each take 15 radiant damage.
My coat is on fire.
I need to start using some of these villain points because I'm sitting on so many. Or do you guys want me to just keep them all night? I can. We can
People
just-
gave them to you. You gotta use them.
Yeah, use them.
I will
Was this
definitely
my
use them.
decision?
Channel your inner villain, Tori.
All right.
Give the Chase sinister emo and become it.
Become Chase. I will never become you. The radiant damage hits the side of the building that you guys are next to, Vinny and Ajira, and you hear like the crack and crumble of timber and stone as part of it collapses in. You hear the screams of people who were hiding out in this building. The torch in front of it falls as the building starts to half crumble and starts lighting some of the wood on fire. I'm gonna just put this on so you guys can see it. So there's now a building on fire, a partially collapsed building on fire with people inside.
Do we hear the screaming of innocence?
Yes, you already do because people are freaking out that now the dragon is here. But yeah, you hear this loud crash and the screaming of innocence.
Thank you.
As M put it. Or maybe that was Quill. I don't know. It's hard to tell the difference. Okay, so that was one thing. Oh yeah. And then also you hear a cry from behind you, Quill. Like a battle cry, not like a cry. And you hear this language that you've heard that you now have come to recognize as Dwarvish, and you see a familiar sight, not like familiar as in the exact one, but a Dwergar, an enlarged Dwergar comes charging out from behind the building toward you.
This isn't good.
Can I say something to it?
Sure.
Okay. I won't roll and intimidate, but she's just gonna say something intimidating as it comes at her. She'll whirl, glare, her eyes will light up brighter blue, and she will say, "I have killed many of your kind, and I will not hesitate to do it again." Okay, that's it. That's all she wanted to say.
What happened to her?
Okay, I'm trying to decide if I want to do... Yeah, I'll do one more thing. There's this like... So you know how it looks when when the sidewalk is really hot and you're kind of like looking level with it and it's sort of the heat waves that are like, you know, ripply. You guys follow me? This sort of like disrupting wave like blasts out of this away from this dragon. It's not really physical. It more like hits you almost like a sound wave, but it's a feeling of just this like dark malevolence, and you all need to make, hang on, looking for it, wisdom saving throws.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Oh dear, Levistus, help me now.
Ooh.
I got a 22.
Affirmated?
15 if we're affirmated.
I'm gonna use a hero point because I don't like a 2.
Oh, we are half banded.
As will I. Oh, no.
6 is not a 10. 11. Maybe an 11
13.
is enough.
Okay.
I got a 7.
16.
13. Now, Jerry, you can bardic performance this if you need.
I got 13, and I don't know if that feels high or low. I have no concept of
Of,
5e
Yeah.
rolls. So if you think that's a good idea, I will.
I still don't have any concept of 5e.
You know, it's there to be used, so I'll use it.
okay.
It's
Um,
1d8
I'm
additional, right?
guessing you need more.
I need. Wait, hang on. Are we all re-rolling, or you guys
I'm
done
just
with re-rolling?
adding a d8 for bardic performance after the roll, and I was
Okay.
at 13, and I am now at 19.
Okay. Who got below a 16? Okay.
I did,
Quill did.
and I spent a hero point there.
I spent a
I
hero
got
point as
a
well.
You feel this like sudden dark urge, like violent, aggressive, to attack those who would not bow before this dragon, before the might of the Dwergar. So that can I will leave that up to you guys. That can be innocence, that can be each other. But you have that driving urge to turn your attention to those who would stop this attack.
What does Eric feel like? Do I need to roll a save for them, or are we just gonna like hand wave them because they're loyal to me?
We're gonna hand wave them because it's what you spent your action doing.
Cool, thank you.
But
Appreciate that.
you can see, like, there are people running around the square, as I said before, especially now that a building has collapsed. Like, people are starting to realize that maybe this is not so safe. And you can, I guess maybe not Quill might not notice this, but those who resisted would also notice some of the townsfolk like start to sort of shake their heads and like turn on each other.
Brutal.
Okay. I will let Moon Eye start going because I need to calculate how many villain points that was that I just dropped. I put a lot of things in your way.
I'm going to fire the ballista.
I
But
get it.
as I do, I will say, brother, once you have reloaded this, go help the people down below.
And Stew Drinker, with that malevolent energy running through him, you don't hear a response from him. You just kind of see him beginning to raise that ballista bolt up over his head.
Oh, no.
I'm going to. So the blessing that I have in our area also allows me to remove one condition
Okay.
from people in it. So I will remove the condition on.
What conditions can you remove?
I can remove. Not that one. Sorry. Press around. There we go.
Present your holy symbol. You grant it.
Oh, never mind. I can place an effect on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, and it is when you do it, right? Whenever your creature ends its turn in the sphere, you can
In the
grant.
sphere.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it'll be at the end of Stew Drinker's turn.
Yeah, but I can't do it. I can put it on him. I can't take it off of him.
Doesn't it say you end one effect on it, causing it to be charmed or frightened?
You end one effect. Oh, yes. I didn't
Okay.
read it that time correctly. Yep.
No worries. Let me put some people on the map for you guys also. Are you gonna fire the ballista?
I am.
All right. Oh, I didn't move the dragon. It's not just hovering there, it's gonna move.
I'm going to spend a hero point. And re-roll that. Oh,
Ugh, some low rolls.
I'm going to spend a hero point again. That's a little bit better. Does a 20 hit? Not a
Yes.
natural?
A 20 hits.
All right. Take that.
Also,
Chat
it
has
dashed,
balanced
so
our dice pool
it's
tonight.
like coming up to you. It's not quite there, so you can still fire at it, but it's
Yep.
coming your way.
And it does 3d10, right?
Yes.
15.
Okay. 15. 15 damage.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Moon Eye has fired. I'm assuming you're gonna stay put.
I am.
And Jira, you are now up.
I'm
Current
gonna.
altitude of the dragon.
Still 30 feet. It stayed even.
Can I see it from where I'm at behind this corner? Do I have to move to get a clear
You'll
shot?
probably need to move
Okay,
since
I
you're right
will-
up against the building.
I will move. I will go hide. Well, yeah, I'll kind of get back here behind Vinny so that I'm a little bit protected more. And then I will shoot again. So question about concentration. Do I have to use my bonus action to concentrate again on that spell?
Right, because you took damage. So go ahead and make a concentration check, which is a
Which-
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. We've gotten really good at these with Haskell and Moon Eye.
I got a 15, 16 if we still have chat, which we
You're
do.
good.
Okay. So I don't have to do anything extra to keep that spell
Correct.
going. Okay. So I can then cast another spell that's a bonus action, or if I wanted to use my regular action for it, I could. Or would it
Yes.
get rid
If
of it?
it's not a concentration spell, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, these people I'm putting on the map are people that are starting to flee from buildings, and you can see that within these groups, like some of the villagers have started to turn on each other. You can see that there are now like squabbles breaking out.
Okay, so I could use my action to fight things like that, or I could use my action to kind of try to subdue that situation.
Yep. So there to review, in review, you have a collapsed, burning building next to you.
Okay.
You have a dragon. You have people fighting each other, and I suppose from your vantage point, you could see this, although it's far away. You see a large, like albino dwarf-looking creature. Actually, you would know probably what this is. This is a dwergar, which is like a underdark, deep ground dwarf,
Okay.
and he's moving with murderous intent.
Okay. I will shoot that thing then. Can I reach that thing? I
Oh,
think it's...
and did you saved against the dragon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. I think that I'm still close enough because I think it's like a really long range on this thing. Let me see here. Oh yeah, it's like 150 feet. So I'm well within 150 feet to hit the Dwergar.
Yeah.
Okay, I will shoot at that then, because that seems like a pressing issue. And I'll also say, as I'm pulling my arrow out, Vinny, we need to get these people to safety.
I don't know if you noticed, Judet, but there's a giant dragon.
I've noticed. It's not the only thing happening.
Look, I'll do what I can.
Fine. And then I will go ahead and loose my longbow at this thing. Oh, I got a 10. Ugh.
Hero point.
Yeah, 10 is not
Yeah.
gonna hit.
Yeah,
You already used your bardic inspiration, right?
Yeah, I did. So that I saved. I wouldn't have saved if I didn't use it.
My
so I'm
inspiration did something.
It
That might be the
did.
first time this whole campaign.
glad. Still. Yeah, I'll use the hero point to reroll, and I get a +2 for that, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's better. So 25 + 2 is 27, and I think we still have chat, which is 28.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, so that's 11, and then I still get my +3 from my fire thingy, and then I'm still hunter's marked on him, so that's gonna be 11 + 8 is 19 damage to the Dwergar specifically.
Oh, right, to the dwarf.
And then I actually get to attack again because of my 5th level thing, that whenever I attack, I get to attack twice. So my next attack is another horrible 10.
Dang it.
Well,
Need more inspiration.
Yeah, apparently
You need
so.
to light your heart fire.
I gotta get the dragon's heart to light my heart fire. So
Why won't you just listen, Ajura? Light the heart fire.
she's not good at listening. She goes her own way. There's a whole song about it.
Are you moving?
I already moved to
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
put myself between the house and Vinny. I think I'm gonna save my remaining hero points because I'm at 3, and if I happen to go down, I need to not die. So,
Fair enough.
that will be my turn. I believe I can't do anything else.
All right, Quill. You feel this great urge, and
I have like a very elaborate turn thought out.
Okay.
But it like really is kind of dependent on something here.
Okay.
I would like to spend 3 hero points in order to get a recovery token, and spend that recovery token to have Levistus like have his power like surge through me and clear through my mind anything else that would control me, because I already have like a mental connection with him, and I don't feel like he would let anyone else have a power over me. So that was like I know that's a get out of jail free card for death. Can I do that for my head?
For my head. Yeah. I mean, we've done that in the past, right? On Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Chase, this is what I'm modeling it after more.
I
or
think
less.
that heroic recoveries can
from
like stop
effect.
death or like serious conditions.
Effect. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I'll allow it.
In that case, I will spend 3 hero points, and like I'll just feel like, can I mod Levistus a little bit? Are you okay with that?
Sure.
I'm just gonna feel like him, like as if like his grip grabs my will, and his words like run through my mind that he is the one who owns me, and to not let anyone else assume this control again.
Yeah, it's like a tug of war for your brain, and just this like strong blue hand just like grabs it and wrenches it free.
Awesome. I love that. Okay. In that case, I will not murder all of the people around me.
Aww.
I know, disappointing. I'm going to tell Eric to kill this one in front of her. I don't think that they are gonna be able to kill it in one go, but let's go ahead and roll and see what happens. I rolled a 1, so it's gonna be 4 damage to this thing.
Yeah, some of them are a little slow putting their like bows away, so they're trying to turn and get into melee, but they will deal the damage. 4, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I am going to once again cast lightning bolts towards this dragon, but as I begin to cast, wind lifts up around me, carries me safely away from the— oh, Eric, get out of my way. I can't move myself. Eric's in the way. Okay, I'm gonna move myself to here. I'll float away, does not provoke attacks of opportunity, and then the Chardalyn dragon needs to make me another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. What is going on? It keeps getting rid of my tabs that I have open. Dun, 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 dun.
Anglets. Oh shit. I'm just sort of realizing that I'm gonna hit my friends.
I just
Well,
assumed you were going to
Vistus
shoot
doesn't
me
care
again.
that much to help you not hit your friends.
Hang on, it has
Doesn't
to
care
be—
that much.
okay, I need this to scroll down a little. Okay, it stops here. I can go through this way. So it's gonna like really sizzle right past you guys.
Poof.
But not hit us?
But it's not gonna hit you.
Let's see. I'm not affirmated. It is a 15.
But I will kill any innocent that's in my path, Tori. It's a 5-foot line.
Yeah, you're probably gonna hit some people on the
Yeah,
way.
I'm
that goes
definitely
across
gonna
the
be
whole
killing
square.
So again, like she'll like grip some like fur like right off of her armor, a little bangle from her hair, and she'll lift it up, and it will crackle and then disintegrate in her hand as she lifts it to the sky, the storm swirling around her, and then she's gonna cast the spell directly at this thing.
Okay. 15, I believe, fails, right?
15 does fail. That is
Okay.
correct.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I get to roll big damage. Roll 8d6. Boom. How'd I do? I will use a sorcery point to reroll both 1s and a 2. So I
Okay.
will roll 3 more d6. So we're going to take away 4 from 22 to bring it to 18 and add instead 11.
Nice.
So that will be
29.
29. Amazing. And then I will spend my last hero point to add another 9 damage to that.
Okay.
Oh! And I will spend 3 more sorcery points. Oh, no, I won't do that. I could do that, though. I could also hit the Dwergar with it with a twin spell.
Ooh.
And wipe that out, too. But then I'd kill a whole other line of innocence. She doesn't care about that. Okay, I'm going to hit the Dwergar as well, and I'm going to kill so many more people.
You would that would hit Eric.
Will it hit Eric?
That is in the line, right?
But can't I? Oh, you're right. I can't kill Eric, damn it.
I mean, you can kill some of the Erics. Eric will still be there. Eric has collective hit points. You don't have to, but you can.
Yeah, let's still hit Eric. Sorry, Eric, you're in the way. It's for Levistus.
They'll
I wish I had
understand.
consecutive hit points. Let's make Haskell a swarm next time.
Oh gosh, that is not what we need. Okay. Eric is gonna get hit. And the Dwergar's gotta make a save. The Dwergar's gonna be fried no matter whether it saves or not. So do you just do the same amount of damage? Is that okay?
It just basically duplicates the spell over.
Does it duplicate your hero point? I don't think so, right?
I don't.
Yeah, no. Have you used it with a twin spell before?
Yeah, we did it before.
I guess
that doesn't mean we have to do it that way for always.
We can consider this like a second cast. So
Okay.
you could use another hero point if you wanted
I'm
to.
out of
but I
hero
won't.
points.
Okay.
Sorry, Katie, I didn't tell you, but I used my last hero point.
Gosh, so 29, is that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Eric takes a chunk. You would definitely kill some of your Erics in the bunch, as well as
Can I describe how this
go
happens?
for it.
Amazing.
Because there's also a stream of people that are running around through the square that you hit. So
Okay.
go ahead and describe.
So she fires off one-handed, come down to face this thing, right? A big, huge bolt of lightning just comes tearing across the thing, ripping up the cobblestones, destroying everybody in its path to hit this dragon. And then she looks over at the Dwergar, and because she feels still Levistus's anger at her for doing this before, right? To letting this other thing control her, and the magical energy is so much and so tied to her emotions that her other hand comes up kind of low and raises up and releases all this extra magical energy she has directly at it. It tears through a couple of her Erics. They just jolt and fry up, and they just collapse, almost exploded inside of their armor. And then it flies through the Dwergar and into this house behind him, and kind of guts the house a little bit, and she can hear people crying and screaming inside as she just decimated anyone in there.
That is a great point. It also sets the house on fire.
Amazing.
The good old DM. Ah, yeah. Thanks for reminding me of the collateral damage.
Hey, I wanted to narrate, so.
Okay. That's
okay.
it. That's all I can do.
Quick little narrative effect. When you kill these Erics, you do indeed fry them up, but as they collapse to the ground, you see this rapid frost just cover their bodies as servants of Levistus.
She smiles at that, and she says to Levistus, "I hope this quells your wrath. I offer them back to you, my lord."
All right. Vinny, you are up.
How high up? What is the altitude of Haskell right now?
30 feet is where I said I ended.
You're also 30 feet. Okay. Vinny's gonna look up. Yo, little dude.
He looks so pissed at you right now. He looks like he's getting ready to just dive bomb the griffin at you.
Whoa, little dude, look. I told
Some
you I'd
respect.
save you some of the stew, dude. I got you some stew. I'm wondering if you could give me a lift, little dude.
Oh, I'll give you a lift.
Excellent, dude.
Can I hold my turn
Yeah.
till after Haskell? Well, I'll just hold and then hopefully go after Haskell.
Do you have an action that you want to, or do you want to permanently move after Haskell, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm holding. Like, I don't want to do anything.
Oh,
yet,
yeah.
If I
Gotcha.
can do that.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Stew Drinker, you are up, my friend.
Okay. So, feeling that sudden, dark, violent, aggressive urge from that dragon, Stew Drinker is gonna first go into a rage, and this time, instead of seeing the original sort of maternal, motherly bear, you see this vicious white polar bear with blue crackling eyes, and he's gonna take a swing with this ballista bolt at his brother.
Oh.
That's so cool. No offense, Moon Eye, but like...
Oh, Ian's face.
So I don't imagine I'd be proficient in ballista bolt swinging.
No, I guess not.
Just a really thick spear.
We'll treat it as a club.
Okay.
So you won't
Okay.
add your proficiency, but it'll still add your strength.
Okay. That is a 14 against your armor class, Moon Eye.
That does not hit. I have a 16.
Okay.
Oh, actually, wait. Except I wouldn't be using my shield right now, so that actually would be means you hit me.
Oof.
All right.
Gotta love and hate the honesty. I'm actually gonna make this a hammer. I feel like that makes more sense because I feel like this would be heavier than a club. Are you guys
Okay.
cool with that?
Yep.
Okay, let me find stats for you. There we go. Okay. So it does 1d8 and then whatever your extra stuff.
Okay. That's going to be 13 points of damage.
Ooh. I'm going to use Stone's Endurance. Try and soak some of that.
Against his own brother.
It's all fun and games until the barbarian gets dominated.
So it's 6. And he clocks. Moon Eye does not see it coming. He's waiting for the ballista to be reloaded. He slams it across his face, and Moon Eye's head rolls. Brother, your mind is clouded. Take a moment. Bring yourself. Remember who you are, and I'm going to reach out to touch him.
Are you ending your turn here, Stew Drinker?
Well, I would, but I have one more attack.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
Yes, that's true.
Well, in that case, I'm not resisting at this point. So, do they still
Okay.
have flat-footed in
No.
5th edition?
Well, I guess if you're, no, you would be
I'll
aware.
still dodge. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That'll be a 12 against your armor class.
that misses.
Okay. And that'll be the end.
Not moving away. So yes, then Moon Eye, you can do your thing.
I'll wait till my turn.
Okay. Mechanically, though, the effect now ends on you, Stew Drinker, because you ended your turn in that sphere of twilight.
Okay.
Okay. Haskell.
Okay, Haskell is going to start dive bombing this griffin towards Vinny.
Vinny's arms are up.
Got like the slow motion, like dive bombing griffin. Haskell's eyes are flaring purple. He looks so angry.
Come here, little dude.
you're gonna start feeling like this kind of wave of uneasiness almost like radiating off of him. I was gonna cast fear, but chat said that they want me to take Vinny for nachos and use my heroic recovery, so I will use my heroic recovery. As he's getting close, you can see the anger kind of fades as he remembers this is his animal companion. He cast a scroll of animal friendship and became friends with Vinny.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
So yeah, I'm gonna use my heroic recovery token, Tori, and then I'm gonna dump the last 4 of my hero points, and I'm gonna get another one. And yeah, I'll scoop Vinny up if I can. Can this griffin hold little Haskell plus Vinny?
Man, these are the questions that are difficult. Mechanically, like per raw rules, no, technically not. But I would maybe see an argument for like it could slowly like.
If it can't, I'm gonna give him the griffin.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna give Vinny the griffin, and can I do like a handle animal to like try to get it to like agree with Vinny?
Yes. Vinny's not gonna have the same bonus riding it around once he's on it, though.
I'll ask him. Where are you going?
Dude, are you talking to your griff or me?
No, you. Where do you want to go?
Oh, I need to get on top of that dragon, dude.
Okay, can I like give the griffin like a smack on the haunch and like click my tongue and direct it at the dragon? And can I do like one more animal handling before he's got to take it over?
Yeah. You can certainly get it to like accept Vinny as a rider. It's not gonna like go berserk or anything. Just
that's 17 with my bonus. And then
your animal handling is not great, is it?
It's not.
But
you've
got that plus 10. That's good.
Yeah,
okay.
It's with lots of love and care. So I'll hop off the griffin. I'll let Vinny take it. And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna look at Ajira. Are you hurt?
In a fashion, yes. You see, like, she's just, like, crusty, like, burned on her whole shoulder.
Keep shooting. I'll take care of it. And remember, take the fire from its heart. And I'm going to give you another bardic inspiration.
Yes.
That's my turn.
Okay, Vinny, you're on
Need
a
I
griffin.
remind you, my animal handling is one of the best.
Yeah, you just don't have the plus 10 bonus is all.
Yeah, so is it just a move action to get on the griffin?
It's half your movement.
Half
to
my movement?
mount. Yeah.
Okay, so like I still have 100 feet of movement. Okay, I will hop on. Is it gonna finish its action that Haskell gave it? How is that working?
So it can basically you have the option to have it do move or like dash, dodge, disengage.
All right.
If you try to do something risky with it, then you might need a animal handling check.
All right, perfect.
Let
Thanks,
me give you
little dude.
control over this as well.
I just want it to fly towards the dragon like Haskell told it to. Like
His name is Gust.
Let's go, Griff.
You should be able to control it now, I think.
yeah, can
Okay.
it fly? What's its
Yeah,
speed?
it's
80 feet.
80 feet. I'll send you the stat block. And it's because Haskell like kind of gave it one last directive. It'll follow that because he made his animal handling check.
Oh yeah.
So
Can
it's gonna do that.
Can it fly up to this dragon and can Vinny leap off with the rest of his move and land on the dragon?
Yeah, I guess in theory that could work. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Tell me what I need to do. That's happening.
I'd
so
say
excited
an
for this.
acrobatics check to land like onto the dragon since it's far from
Great.
even footing.
I am about it. Let me 17. I don't know if we're affirmated.
We
You
are.
are not not all the way to a bonus yet.
Okay. So 17.
17. Okay, you land on the dragon.
Oh. Does that so I used half my move to get on. Do I have enough move to get to the dragon then for the rest of my move? I have a speed of 45.
Didn't you land on it just now?
Yeah,
Aren't
that's
you on it?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You landed on the dragon. You're on the dragon.
Oh, okay. I cannot wait for this.
everybody. I got it. You should all just run away.
And then I'm gonna start using my fishing pole and just smacking this thing from up top.
Okay.
Okay, so when I make an attack action, I get 2 attacks now. So let me roll the first one. 17, I think, or 10. 10, not a 17. It's a 10.
10 does not break through the black ice.
Can I hero point that?
Yeah.
Okay. 25.
That'll hit.
19 bludgeoning damage on the top of it.
And you have that fire thing, right?
Yeah, I've added it in. Do you need to know how much is fire damage though? Because I just made it like static.
I don't think so, because it makes it it makes it magical. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
So it
right.
doesn't
Okay.
matter.
And then the other attack for this attack action. 16.
16 does not break through.
Okay, I'm not gonna hero point this one. As a bonus action, I'm going to flurry of blows by spending a key point and make 2 more attacks.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Yep.
Okay, 16 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then 27.
Yep, that hits.
14 bludgeoning damage. So I imagine that Vinny leapt off of this griffin and cast his line from his fishing pole to hook the metal scales on this dragon and pulled himself onto it and then just started like whipping this thing with his fishing pole while everyone's doing whatever they're doing all around. And that's it for him.
Okay. All right. Chaos is continuing to unfold. The fire near you, Haskell, spreads, and more of the building collapses. You see now a few beams have actually fallen in front of the door. You hear like pounding against the door. People are trying to move and make a way out for themselves. You hear screams and cries inside and coughing as the fire continues to consume this building. As far as fire, same thing over here. The fire spreads on this building. You see people start to stream out of the building there, and I'll just make some more people. Ta-da! So they start to run out here, and this group of people, they appear to have been affected with that murderous rage from the dragon, and they see this group streaming out of the building, and they all just immediately rush them and start like just beating on them with their fists, with like whatever they have in hand, and they just jump on these people. I'll give these tokens a little tint to them so you can tell who's who in the zoo. We'll give them a, I don't know, orange? Yeah, that feels fine.
Haskell yelps as he realizes buildings are on fire for the first time. Right next to him.
Okay, sorry, just putting these together. So, they start attacking these people who are running out of the building. Similar scuffles break out over on the other corners here, as people just start turning on each other in a rampage. And let's see, the Dwergar's dead. And I'm just trying to keep track of everything. Dwergar's dead. Okay, I got a little bit refilled on villain points, so I'm going to drop some more of those. Let me go ahead and take the dragon's turn first. Vinny is on it.
Yeah, he is.
So let's see. What would this big dragon dude do? can't really reach you. Actually, it does have its wings. So it's going to... Well, I'm trying to think of like the physics of this. I don't know how maneuverable this dragon actually is. But we'll go ahead and actually, it's just going to ignore you for the moment. And it's going to like fly toward the castle and just kind of like latch onto the wall.
Oh,
Like
yes.
scramble up toward Moon Eye and Stew Drinker. So it's sort of right here right now. Sorry,
We
Vinny,
are
I keep moving
full
it.
on Harry Potter in it right now.
And it's just gonna start attacking you guys.
It has disadvantage to attack me.
That's true. It's less likely to attack you, so it's gonna focus on Stew Drinker.
Sorry, brother.
I'm sorry.
Okay, where's my sheet? Here we go. Stew Drinker. First attack.
15 armor class.
28 to hit you.
That hits.
Whoa, little dude, get out of there.
Then
Can I
a
use my hero point?
To
Force an
Re-
enemy to change the target of an attack.
sure. Who are you forcing it to change to?
Will it get disadvantage if I change it to Moon Eye?
I'm gonna. That's a good question. Sure, I can do that. It'll
That's
still
cool.
hit. Because the lower of those two rolls, it just auto rolls 2 for me. So
I'll change it to me. I'll change it to Vinny. Is that possible? It has to be within reach. Can he not reach me at all?
actually, I'm gonna say now that it's landed, it can. I don't know quite how it works, but it'll like reach a claw back there.
I want to change it to me. So he flips his fishing rod out and grabs the claw or whatever it was using and diverts it back up into Vinny's own face.
Yeah, so it like swats at you with a
Look out,
28
Stewie.
to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. Then it will swing with its other hand at Stew Drinker for 26. And and then finally it like whips its tail up toward you, Vinny, sort of like kind of up and around for 18.
That's definitely a hit.
Okay, so I will roll the damages for you guys. So Vinny, 11 damage from the claw. And then 2d10. Okay. Sorry. 7. And Vinny, another 24
Oh, I'm down.
for the tail. So claw comes and hits you, and then this tail just comes walloping over your head.
Do I fall off his back to the ground?
That is a good point. Let me deal with that in a second.
Okay.
2d6 plus 7. Stew Drinker, you only get hit for 9, which you're gonna reduce. So Stew takes the less effective claw, I guess.
Yeah. Still have temporary hit points.
That's true. Okay.
Oh yeah, so
Vinny-
does
Vinny?
so does Vinny now because he's in the sphere. So you had 10 temporary hit points, Vinny.
He started with it.
Yeah, I already had it. It doesn't reapply, right?
No.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. So, okay. So that was, you'd had that factored in though already? Okay, cool. So yeah, Vinny's going to fall prone and this thing is sort of on the edge here.
I have a clarification question.
Mm-hmm.
Did Vinny fall all the way down? So he's like not up on this thing. He's on like the street.
Well, that's what we're about to resolve. I think
Oh, okay.
I
My
think
bad.
that is the case. I mean, I feel like that makes the most sense.
Cool.
So Vinny, you'll fall below it, and you're going to
Die.
take.
I hope you like this stew.
You're gonna take. You're gonna get a failed death saving throw because you fall and take damage.
Oh, what? All right.
Okay. That's the dragon. I have villain points. I think, what else do I want to do here? Let's see. I've already got people fighting each other. Okay. Okay. I'll spend some more. You can see these like wavy waves starting to form around the dragon again. And soon it lets out another one of these blasts. And you all need to make wisdom saving throws. Except for Vinny, who is unconscious.
Ah, crap. I have to make another one?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Use
this
a hero
just gonna
point.
be angry all over again.
Oh no.
I got a 16 and I rolled my bardic inspiration to get that. So.
Oh, another time Haskell comes in clutch with the inspiration.
Got a
I got
21.
a
One session.
13. Is it 13 enough?
13 is not enough.
Okay, I'm gonna spend
Got
a
a
hero point.
14.
I'm gonna do it again. Come on. Come on. Freaking. If I get a +1 for my hero point, my highest is a 14.
That is not quite high enough.
Dang it. Okay.
And a 13, so I miss it too.
Okay, Stu, you miss it as well. All right. So same as before, 16 and below. You're filled with this rage. I will not affect any more townsfolk for the moment, because they're already fighting amongst themselves. But
Will you allow me to say something to Moon Eye in the little moment of clarity in between him removing my condition and me getting it again?
yes.
I'd like to say, brother, please go. And then you see him start raising that ballista bolt against Moon Eye again.
Oh, yeah. His eyes kind of start to cloud over once more, and that is me. Moon Eye, you're up.
I will not leave your side, brother. I'm going to touch him. Remember, we are one. We are from the family together. And I am going to cast 2 spells on him. One, I'm going to give him Warding Bond. So you have a +1 to your AC and saving throws, and your resistance to all damage.
So, real quick, a little point here. This spell wards a willing creature.
Oh.
And right now, I think Stew
Not
Drinker is
willing.
regarding you as an enemy.
Right. I didn't think of that.
You can have the spell back. I won't make you spend it. But
Yep. I need a second then to think on
Okay.
something else.
would you like Ajira to go, and then we
Yes.
can hop back to you?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Couldn't you still
is you-
cast it and he just makes the spell save DC, or no?
That is no. It is like that in Pathfinder.
Oh, why does it have a spell save DC on the?
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, that's just standard with all of the
Oh.
spells, I think.
Yeah, roll
it-
20 just fills it in
Yeah.
because
Oh.
it doesn't know what.
It'll
spell
usually
to pick.
specify in the language if it's an unwilling creature, then they
That
say
makes
blah blah blah
sense.
blah. Okay, Ajira, go ahead.
I'm gonna focus on this dragon and do everything I can to it. So, just to clarify, if I was to spend like 4 hero points, could I just take 4 additional attacks, or is it just once per turn?
I'm gonna say once per turn.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Go full Legolas.
Yeah, just machine gun Ajira over there.
Okay, so I will go ahead and I'm still within range of the dragon, so I'll just focus
Yeah.
dragon and attack it.
Cinematically, Haskell's like walking towards you under your arrows, looking very displeased with you again.
Oh.
You're too short for me to notice. Sorry. That's a 21. I don't know if we have bonus from chat. No.
You
fine.
don't right now.
All right, so 21. that's going to be 9 plus 3. And I actually forgot I have Colossus Slayer, which is an additional 1d8 if the thing I'm attacking isn't at its full hit points, which I don't believe it is.
It is not. Psych, joke's on you. I restored it to full hit points. Ah.
Okay, let's see if that works. Oh, it does. Okay, so that's going to be 11 plus 3 is 14 plus 9. That's
23?
23 damage. And so I get to attack again for my 2 attacks, my standard 2 attacks. That's a 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then an additional 9 again, so that's going to be 23 again damage. And then my 1 hero point to attack additionally this turn I will use. That's 13.
Sorry, really quick. The Colossus Slayer damage applies once per turn.
Oh, once per turn. Okay, so it would have been, instead of 23, it would have been 17, because that was 6.
On the second one?
The second one.
Okay.
So 23 plus 17, so 40.
Gotcha. And then that last, is that a
It was a
13 for the last?
13.
That does not hit.
Okay. So can I spend a hero point to re-roll it, or is that just it because it was a hero point attack?
You can spend a hero point.
Okay. I'll spend another hero point to re-roll that at a +2. That's going to be 16, 18.
18 hits.
Sweet. Worth it. Okay, so that's just the additional 1d6, so that's going to be 11 plus 6 because of the 3 from my charm. So that's going to be 17 damage, and I will move as well. I'm going to kind of get more into this open area so that I'm not like in a line with anybody.
Okay.
And that's it. Everything I can do, I believe.
Okay. Moon Eye, back to you.
Yes. I am going to start by casting Command at 2nd level so I can affect both my brother and the dragon, unless it doesn't say anything about not affecting constructs. So
yeah, I believe you're good because this is not a charm.
not undead. So and I'm going to give them both the command of halt, so they won't take any actions this turn.
Okay, halt. So they both make wisdom saving throws.
Yep, DC 14.
Oh no!
I also rolled an 18.
Oh, okay. Well, I
My
will
only
also
good wisdom save.
use my bonus action, well, since I'm still touching Stew Drinker, to give him Shield of Faith.
Okay.
So +2 bonus to AC.
Oh, giving it to him even though he's about to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you moving, Moon Eye, or you staying put?
I'm staying put.
Okay. Ajira went. Quill, you're up. Also, don't forget Eric.
Oh, I'm up again?
Yeah.
Okay. Eric will attack the dragon because that's the last thing I told them to do.
Okay.
I'll just...
So sorry. In case you're interested, if not, that's fine. I also intended for Eric to be able to go deal with other situations if you wanted them to. So like they could work on putting out the fire or like quelling the group of townsfolk that are attacking each other. I don't know if Quill cares about that, but that is something that they can do.
Super doesn't.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled another 1, so they'll do 4 damage. And could
Okay.
you remind me one more time what the urge is that I have?
Basically you're on the dragon's team. Whoever stands against this conquering force must be eliminated.
Okay. I have
You have an evil glint in your
I
eye.
have an evil glint in my eye. Okay. I think that it was too evil though. So I will merely cast Dragon Breath on myself. I am going to flutter up as my chest glows a bright white light with lightning. And she's gonna turn and just do a breath weapon out in this direction and just fry all the NPCs in her way. And then I'll actually move. I'll fly, then I'll walk out into the middle of this crowd. So I picture like her whole thing, like her whole cape like lifts up. Then as she lands, it flutters down behind her, and she just walks, stepping over all of the ruined cobblestones that she's ripped up. And she'll do like this whole like breath thing where she kind of like turns, and it's lightning. And when she casts a lightning spell, she hurts people in a 10-foot radius equal to half my level. So she'll do a breath weapon of like just lightning, and then just explodes outwards with lightning, and just like slaughters,
just decimates.
Just slaughters people in an entire radius of her.
Wow. That's pretty evil.
Yeah, and so
Nobody
she's
said
gonna...
execute Order 66, Quill.
So she has that.
Yeah.
And she upkeeps that spell, so she can just keep doing that to NPCs. Do I need a roll, or are we just gonna say people are dying? They're
People are
NPCs.
dying.
Yeah, people are just really dying.
A lot of
And this is my non-super evil plot.
Are you gonna do the evil plot ever?
No, I won't do the
okay.
evil plot. It was
Can I hear what it was?
I was gonna go kill Vinny.
I thought you might do that.
Yeah, but I was like, I didn't clarify before the stream. I don't want to.
I mean, he
do
does
that by
have
surprise.
hero points left.
That's true.
Surely you would get a save if you tried to kill a party member to break free of your enchantment.
I have
Well,
a 20% chance to break free because I'm at a 0. And I need to roll, I think, a 16. So, like, it's not happening.
So, now that it is the end of your turn, yeah, people just like fly outward and are just like drop dead from the electricity that's just like zapping through this crowd of people who are fleeing and running this way and that. And you need to, you can, I should say, now make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I will. Dun dun dun.
Oof.
It's a 2. I will
That's a
spend a
critical
hero
failure.
point
Okay.
as Levistus is screaming in rage in the back of my skull. And I got an 19.
You break free of this and see, I mean, not that you were blind before, but like now
Kinda,
this hits a
realize-
bit different.
I look around, and like just a little bit distasteful, realize that I just wasted a spell slot on something I normally wouldn't do, and I turn and look back at the dragon.
Okay. Stu, you are up.
All right. So, Stew Drinker still compelled by that
I'm
draconic
here,
moment.
brother.
You see, I'd say like as he's swinging, he's putting the same sort of force that he would when you were fighting alongside him, Moon Eye. And so as he swings, that's a 22 to hit.
You are at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Oh snap! Natural 1.
You know this rage is fake inside you, brother.
I will point out, I guess you don't have to do this, Stew Drinker, but you do have reckless attack. I don't know if you feel like Stew Drinker would be doing that, but
Oh man.
that is a thing you can do.
It makes sense. You always use it.
I didn't want to twist your arm. You can make whatever character choices you want, but you do always use it.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Do you want me to roll again? Just the once?
Well, so it would cancel out the disadvantage basically. So we can just take your, I guess we can
First roll.
Yeah, we can take the first roll and then it'll just be a flat roll after that, or not flat, but you know what I mean.
Okay. So, In that case, that'll be 11 points of damage for the first swing.
Do you have to
Okay.
concentrate to keep this spell, Mooneye? To keep this shroud, I should say.
No, it's not a spell. It's a
Oh,
innate
okay.
clerical ability I have.
Is Shield of Faith concentration?
Shield of Fate. I don't think so. Let me check that to be sure.
Okay,
though.
no problem.
Okay.
All right,
Uh,
Stu.
So, second one. And I'd say like as he's swinging at you, that's a 10 to hit. But you can feel like maybe like after that first strike, you also feel a little bit of wetness beyond just like maybe your own blood. And it's like you see some tears streaming out of his eyes in spite of the fact that his face is still snarling in fury, trying to attack you.
This is so
I just-
sad.
Rolls with it and comes back. It's all right, brother. I am with you.
And I'll try that wisdom saving throw
Yeah,
now.
you do it,
I'm-
Stu.
Come on,
I'm-
Stu.
I'm gonna preemptively use a hero point to roll twice because this isn't looking great.
No.
That is only a 4. I guess a 6 with the hero point, which is not going to be enough. My dear friend, I promise, Matt, I do like you. And I
Thank
do
you.
like Stew Drinker.
I do need to make a concentration roll.
Okay, to keep the Shield of Faith up.
Yeah, which is what do I roll? Constitution,
Yes, Constitution save.
and I have a +1 because of my ring.
Okay, and Haskell, you are up.
Stu Drinker, what's your
Okay.
bonus to wisdom saving throws? Just
So
curious.
12.
-1.
You have
Minus
plus-
1?
You have +1 now because I put the spell on you. Oh no,
Oh,
I couldn't
nice.
put it on you. Never mind. Disregard. You because you weren't willing. Skip it.
Okay. So Ajira's over here shooting the dragon. Yeah, just right in front of me. And I
Mhm.
think that this dragon needs some damn respect. So
Also,
Nice.
your griffin is sort of a little bit aimless right now since Vinny jumped off it. Just as a
Yeah.
side note.
he's not too worried about that now. He's glaring at Ajira. And he is going to just glare at her for a bit. Ajira, settle your heart fire and give this creature some respect. Kneel. And I'm going to cast suggestion on Ajira, telling Ajira to kneel.
Can I just free action let myself fall to the ground on my knees?
And
I'm so
just
sorry.
choose to fail.
I mean, he's telling me to kneel and he's real crazy. So, regardless of his actions, his words and his oddness are enough to be like, I can shoot from my knees.
I can shoot from my knees. Yeah, let me just read the spell real quick.
I mean, I guess I should say, I'll roll the save, but I'm going to kneel either way.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to come storming up to you and he's going to try to tug on your cloak or whatever to get you to kneel down. And your punishment this turn is you get no bardic inspiration.
Jerk, I'm going to fail my save. And then you're going to die.
That's my turn.
Okay. Vinny, you need to make a death saving throw and/or heroic recovery.
If I heroic recovery, can I hit this dragon? Is it?
You'll be up with 1 hit point, is what that will do. So yeah,
But I'm saying the dragon is close enough because he's
Oh.
hanging on the side.
it's 30. It's on a 30-foot wall.
Is it on the side of the wall? Can I reach it or can I not reach it?
You can't reach it from the ground.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll a save. What do I roll?
D20, just a flat D20.
Okay.
You're looking for a 10 and above, and you're hoping you don't get a crit fail.
It's a 4.
Okay, that is
So
a
that's
fail.
another.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Okay, I'm at 2, so one
Okay.
more. Am I just dead?
yeah.
Okay.
Also, I should have done this earlier, but it's fine now. I liked sometimes to do death rolls like that blind, so then nobody knows how
Oh.
many you have one way or another. So then we're
Oh.
just waiting around to see what happens.
Even I don't know.
No, you would know, is how I usually like to do it. But
That's
that's
cool.
okay. We're just
I won't
roll.
roll.
rolling.
I will roll private with you next time.
Okay, and we'll see if any. Well, I guess we would, and then we just, if any dies, we either continue on and don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay, more people are fighting each other. These people are all dead. In the middle here, I will just, that stuff continues to happen. I don't need to go into detail, but you see around you, Ajira, next to these people are filled with just this like almost inhuman fury. The other townsfolk are trying their best to defend themselves, obviously, but are very ill-equipped to do so. And you see people just falling under fists and boards and rubble and stones, and they're kicking people on the ground. Children are running and screaming, crying. You continue to hear pounding and cries from the building. They're getting fainter over here. As the fire continues to spread, the fire just like fully overtakes this building over here next to, well, I guess Quill's not there anymore, but where Quill set fire to it. People continue to stream out of it. And let's see, I do have 5 more villain points. So I think, what do I want here? I will think. I'll take the oh, it's not the dragon's turn yet. It is now. Dragon. Dragon is gonna just continue to fight what's in front of it. So it sees that that stew drinker has turned on Moon Eye, so it's going to. What does it feel like is the pressing thing right now? It's gonna go ahead and attack Moon Eye with disadvantage because it feels an unnatural sorrow when it does so.
I am actually at, thank you to chat, at moderate blessing, so I also get to cast shield as a reaction.
Nice.
Okay.
That's so cool.
So it's a 20 to hit.
And shield adds 5 to my AC, I think. So that would bring me up to, I don't know my shield out, so it only brings me to a 19. Still hits me.
Okay, it hits with the first one. It's just gonna, I think it's just gonna throw all of its attacks your way.
The shield stays up for the rest.
Yes, yep. Okay, next is a critical failure. And then, let's see here. 10 feet, no, okay. Then it's going to swing its tail into the wall and a 20 again. So you're gonna get hit with 2 of these attacks.
Okay.
First is a claw. .11 damage. And the second one,
And this is still the same round that Stew Drinker just hit me, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
16 from the tail.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. Okay, that's what the dragon does. And then... I will go ahead and... Yeah, okay. I'm going to... It's gonna charge up with its... Not the burst of feelings... feeling burst, but the light within it is starting to power up, and it turns its head and blasts another line out toward Eric. And the Erics are going to take some breath weapon damage. We'll see if it's enough to take them out. Okay.
34, that's definitely enough to take them out.
So, I don't know why they were all lined up, but they were somehow in
Because
a
they're
they
one
were firing.
model. Because they're one model, Tori.
I know, but we'll say you have one measly Eric left. We'll say
That's all I need.
we'll put him at 1 hit point. That you got 1 Eric left. It's now going to shrink down to a normal Eric size, as his companions around him just get burnt up, and then similarly, like, their bodies freeze just instantly. And Moon Eye, it is your turn.
Before I killed Eric,
Okay.
she went full villain.
I did. I
So
killed
Stew
Eric.
Drinker's condition is off of him now.
It.
At the
Well,
end of his
did you-
last turn.
Did you choose to do that with?
Yeah,
your-
I didn't
okay.
give him more hit points, that's for sure.
Got it. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So it is ended.
Okay.
Even though Stew Drinker did not make his save, the Twilight Shroud helped out.
So in that case, as much as this may be a bad idea now, I am going to put warding bond on him. So you will have plus.
And you'll need concentration for the Shield of
Oh,
Faith.
yep.
Twice, because you were hit twice.
Yep. First one's a 22 critical. The second one is an 18.
You're good.
19.
Cool.
Sweet.
So I'll put warding bond on you. So if you stay within 60 feet of me, Sudra, you have +1 to your AC and saving throws, and you have resistance to all damage. But every time you take damage, I take the same amount of damage. So I'm banking on your barbarian being able to
All right.
keep most of it from going away.
Okay.
And that is, I think, it. I'll just say, it is your time, brother, now.
Can you give yourself the temporary hit points from your
I
Twilight
can.
Shroud? Okay.
Which
Very good.
that's the only thing that's been keeping me up so far.
I see. That makes sense. Okay. Ajira.
I'm going to rinse and repeat because that seems to be the most effective thing for me. So
Okay.
I will go ahead and roll
You
my.
do need
attacks.
to kneel.
I am kneeling. That's can be my move. That's fine. Is that gonna make me have any disadvantage or anything?
On a failed save, it pursues the course of action. I guess, yeah, probably disadvantage because you're like prone-ish. I feel like firing from your knees would be difficult, right?
I don't know. I've seen some crazy YouTube videos, and Ijira's way better than any like human on Earth. Let's be honest here.
Well, actually, either way. Oh, Haskell, did you make your wisdom save at the end of your turn? I think I forgot to have you do that
Let me do it.
because that will affect Azur's ability.
Oh,
If
no!
Haskell is threatening you within melee range, basically, it'll give disadvantage.
I
But
did
he
it.
saved.
Oof.
So you can do that.
Okay.
You can kneel
What are you
and
doing?
get up.
Light your heart fire. Kill the dragon.
Get up, get down. What is it with you?
Why are you on the ground?
I look at you and I just shake my head and I shoot while looking at you. That's a 23. I don't know if we have bonus. We don't. So 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then this one does have the Colossus Slayer added in because it's the first of the round. So that will be double threes, 15 plus 8, which puts me at 23 again, I think. 15 plus 8, or is that 22? Someone
It's
knows.
23.
23. So that's first attack is 23 damage, and then I will do it again. Natural 20, so that's a 28.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know how that, if that's any type
You
of
just
difference
roll
in
all
damage.
damage dice is rolled twice. So
Okay.
it already did the extra arrow.
Okay, so it'll just be
roll for you.
2d6.
Oh wait,
and
it didn't roll twice. Did it? No, it didn't.
It just did 8 plus 3.
Yeah, so that's weird that it doesn't.
Yeah,
have
I didn't
it.
re-roll it.
Yeah, that was weird.
It,
Okay.
The first one, it just has an 8, and then this one, it has an 8 plus 3. So I'm assuming it rolled it twice because the other ones all don't have an additional damage.
That's
So
probably
I think it
true.
did. But it will be 2d6, and then the +3 that I get from my charm will actually be +6, right? Or is that just static, so it's not doubled?
If it's static, it's not doubled.
Okay.
If it's rolled, then you roll it twice.
Okay, so that will be 8 + 3 is 11, +6 is 17.
17.
Oh, and then plus my standard 3, so just 20.
Okay.
And then, so those are my 2 attacks that I get for my normal attack. And then I will go ahead and do hero point again to attack again.
Okay.
If I'm
Jira,
dying,
you're
I'm
our
dying.
only hope.
Is that a 15 a hit?
15
We're at
is
+1.
not going to hit.
Oh, are we at
16 is
+1?
not going to hit.
Okay.
Dang it.
So I will use my last hero point to re-roll with a +2.
I
Okay.
believe in you.
16 plus 3 because of chat is going to be 19.
19 will hit.
Yes.
Do it. Light your heart fire.
I will. That's going to be 9 plus 4 plus 3, so that's 9 plus 7 is 16.
How do you do it?
Yeah.
Yes, I did it!
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. The fire from my charm is like especially bright on this arrow, and while looking at Haskell, I say, "This is for you," and I shoot it, and it goes directly into the heart of this dragon, and he falls from the wall and lands next to Vinny, and his heart just like goes out, and then you can see in my eyes they burn a little bit brighter.
Haskell has a single tear as he looks at the fire in awe. Very
Can
good.
I stand up now?
Yes. He's gonna like pat you on the back of the calf. Very proud of you, Ichira.
I use your shoulder to stand up.
You're a true hero now.
And then I look over. Vinny is unconscious.
Yeah, we're still in initiative for the moment.
Vinny.
The dragon, though, does fall to the ground and burst open. These shards of black glass fall around it, and the now non-beating dead heart of the dragon sort of rolls out to the side. And Quill, your turn is now.
All right. I don't necessarily care if people around us are still fighting. But
Which they are. But
Okay, they are? Okay, good. So I am going
Okay,
to, I would
good.
like to, well, it helps for what I want to do. I want to again ask for some creative liberties here.
okay.
I would like to spend my last hero point and infuse the spell that I specifically got from Levistus Command to whirl and shout for everyone to stop and just affect NPCs that are like town level things and have them all like just stop in place.
Okay. I think you can't affect all of them
Okay.
because there's a whole square of people.
Yeah, I know, but how dope would that be, Tori? Just a hush waving over the whole room. Okay. All right.
There's already a hush because you killed a bunch of people in front of you.
I guess that's
all the
true.
people in front of you are silent.
It's different. I took their life away from them. I want them to listen to me now.
You can.
Okay.
I'll say you can choose one group, one of these groups.
Only this group
scuffling.
has the bad.
No, they all
lights.
do.
They all do now. Okay.
Yeah, there are fights breaking out throughout the square.
Oh, there's some over here.
And if you want people to be closer in front of you, it's sort of widespread.
No. I guess she'll just turn and she'll let the world burn around her as she stalks towards Vinny, pulls out a little ice cookie from his pocket that she saw a Chwinga give him before.
Oh, did I miss that?
Yeah, he has a Chwinga cookie.
Okay, cool.
And she'll like kind of jam it between his little turtle lips and then crunch with his jaw. So I'll walk over there and with my action have him eat a cookie.
Vinny eats
You know how
a
hard
cookie.
turtles bite? Be careful.
I'm I'm not putting my fingers in his mouth. God.
Especially an unsuspecting turtle.
Yeah.
Okay. Stu, you are clean and clear as far as malevolent effects go. I have described the scene you see before you, but you're up on this wall. The part of the wall has kind of crumbled off as the dragon like dragged part of the building down as it fell. People are running throughout the square, beating each other. There's a whole swath of corpses in the center, and just general chaos everywhere still. What do you do?
Stew Drinker is going to, now free from this dragon's hold, he's gonna look Moon Eye in the eyes, say, "I'm so sorry, brother."
You did
And-
nothing wrong, brother.
And he's gonna break the ballista bolt over his knee before he falls to the ground and just kind of like curls up holding his knees.
Okay, and kind of cower behind this wall.
Yeah.
Haskell, you saved, so you're also free from this.
Okay. People are like still fighting.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say you can kind of infer this, since you have spent time around this material, you've kind of done a little bit of studying of it, and you think that rather than like the dragon specifically, this is more an effect of the Chardalyn. And you saw how it affected Quill. You think there's just, and the berserkers for that matter, you think there's just something like corrupting about this material.
Okay. So not really necessarily anything to be like dispelled or anything. It's just like corrupting.
You could perhaps attempt to like snap people out of it, but think of it as like a mini form of the rage you saw the berserkers. But the berserkers were just like totally consumed and taken by this to the point of like, craziness.
Right.
These people seem to be more of just like in a blind fit of weird rage.
Okay. Haskell's gonna go try to like he's gonna see that Vinny looks okay off in the distance, right?
Yeah, he's crunching a Twinga cookie.
Oh, he's up?
Yeah, yes. We'll get, I guess now that Vinny's up, sorry, I guess we don't have to stay quite in initiative unless people are doing specific actions. We will continue with Haskell, and then like if you guys want to act out of turn, that's fine.
Yeah. Haskell's just gonna whistle to see if he can get his griffin to come down. Does it come?
Yeah, it'll listen to you.
Yeah. He's just gonna hop on his griffin. He's gonna give like Ajira a little side hug, and he's gonna hop up on the griffin. He's gonna go start flying around. He's just gonna try to like yell at people. All of you, stop your petty squabbling. A dragon was just slain by Ajira the Dragon Slayer, the melter of the black ice. Pay respects and stop fighting. He's just gonna go around shouting stuff. I don't know if
I'll
you want me
look
to roll a
really
check or
regal while he's saying that.
I'll yeah, I can. I'm trying to decide if I want to roll or if I'll have you roll, because that's more fun for you to roll.
Cool.
You can
What do you want me to roll?
go ahead and make I guess, are you thinking this is more like persuasion or intimidation or like?
He's probably being a little bit more commanding, like "Stop you maggots with your stupid squabbling,"
Right, yeah.
type tone. Yeah. Here's this. Well, I'm gonna re-roll that with my halfling
The
luck.
critical fail. Okay.
Yeah, halfling luck for the win, all the way up to an 18.
Okay. So I'll say you the group you're immediately next to, like as you start flying up, these people start to like turn and look and sort of shake their heads like they were in a daze, and that squabble starts to dissipate. Okay, we don't have to stick in initiative order, like I said. If people want to do things, you can. But Vinny, you are up.
Vinny
Quill is feeding you a cookie.
Vinny looks at Quill.
Oh, Dad, are you the Blue Angel?
Yes.
Looks like I've gone to the Great Cookie Abode.
If that was real, that would be nice.
Don't be shy on the cookies. Hand them over.
I look around for spare chwingas handing out cookies.
There are no chwingas here.
I am sorry. The godlings are frightened of the chaos. Don't look around. Stay in cookie heaven for a little longer. And
Did
I'll
I
pat his
save
cheek.
the stew, dude?
She looks up, looking for Stew Drinker and sees him, and then smiles. Yes.
I
Yes, you
really
did.
should have called him Stewed Dude, but I didn't have a chance.
I call him Stew D, which is dude adjacent.
You got it, Blue Angel.
And he'll like go to fist bump.
Give me some nuts.
She'll look at her hand, make the fist, and like bump back. Nux. Is this a spell?
No, dude, no, it's just like nuts, like. Yeah, good job.
Oh,
Like,
hold
well
on.
done.
Just a moment. I need to stop people from killing each other.
Whoa, people are killing each other?
He'll look around.
It's like chaos. Everything's on fire. People are like ripping each other's hair out, smashing each other's faces with rocks. It's absolutely horrific everywhere.
Whoa, I've been sent back.
I said you should stay in cookie heaven a bit longer.
No, we got stuff to do, Dudette. Wait a minute. You're not a Blue Angel.
I know, but I wanted you to be happy for a little longer. I am sorry for the lie.
It's all right, Dudette. Let's get to work.
Yeah, well, I won't make you guys continue to make checks and stuff. I'm assuming you're gonna kind of make efforts to start breaking people up, putting out fires as best you can.
I'm-
et
While
cetera,
other
et cetera.
people are doing that, I'd like to go take this heart.
Okay, Moon Eye,
Yes.
did you have something?
I'm gonna first kneel down and hold my brother. Kazarin, do not destroy yourself. You did no actions of your own choosing. You never blow into your mustache. You are a good Goliath, focused and true, far truer than many in this world. And remember, we have chosen this path. And like an echo, when you shout to the wilderness, it shouts back with the same force. Our blood is too strong, and you are too good. You did nothing wrong today.
I'd say Stew Drinker kind of looks up and looks at where he's struck Moon Eye, and that just kind of brings more tears to his eyes, and he says, That's the problem. I may not have been in control, but that's what I'm afraid of. There have been so many things, and he's thinking of, like, his mind flashes back to outside the cave where the woman they rescued mentioned him touching one of those Chardalyn weapons and murdering everyone he loves. And he turns back to Moon Eye and says, if I can't keep myself intact, then what kind of hero can I be?
A real one. No heroes in the stories stay untouched, unaffected. You're a Goliath. You live upon this plane. And you are a good being. You will be changed. You will be burned. You will not be who you started out as when you reach the end of this journey. But that is what will make you a hero, brother.
Thank you. Please. If that happens again, I know you want to protect me, but... And he looks out over to his friends, new and old, and he says, if you need to, don't hesitate to put me down.
I understand. And do not worry, I will do that if that is what must happen. But I know that is not your end.
Well, dude, if you need help down, I'll catch you.
And Stew Drinker will smile and yell out to Vinny, yeah, I'd like to try that slide you did.
Dude, do you have a fishing pole?
At this point, like, as Vinny's saying that, he's already jumping down.
All right.
If Vinny will catch you or help you.
Sure, you guys can. I don't know. Vinny, Stew Drinker is like just as big as you.
Can I just
That's
say,
fine.
this is like in The Princess Bride when she comes down from the window. And
The dress, like
that's what I'm seeing. So.
Stew Drinker's cloak is fluttering up in the wind, and he lands gracefully in Vinny's arms. You're able to help him down. The rest of you, as Ajir is picking through the Chardalyn, I'm assuming the other Haskell, you're probably continuing to shout at people, get their attention. Quill,
Yeah.
are you doing similar things?
Quill?
Yeah, what's Quill doing?
So I will, if you'll let me, I'll do kind of the same thing I was talking about before. I'll use my hero point to affect a group, to calm down somebody that way. I'll try and spread the reach a little bit by doing my twin spell, affect more people, spend all my rest of my sorcery
Want me
points
to,
and whatnot, and just
Cast sleep on them?
try. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We'll
let me
spell down
let me
people.
revise. Let me do a hybrid kind of thing.
Cool.
We'll say Haskell's kind of been rounding up like this half of the square, shouting at people doing Haskell things, and Quill, if you'll allow it, maybe she steps up onto this fountain-y thingamajig here, gets herself higher up above the crowd, and I'll say you can use that Levistus, the mega
Cool.
shout, the mega command to get these last two groups, but like this other half of the square.
Perfect.
And people now.
When I
turn.
look over the edge of the fortress down, as my brother goes down, and I see Ajira, I will yell, Ajira, do not touch the black glass with your bare hands.
Oh yeah, because you're like looking for the heart. I forgot about that.
Wrap gloves on or something. Do not let it touch your skin.
Why is
Oh,
this?
dude, I touched it.
In that case, we must kill him. I mean, cleanse him. No, we just must watch him. It will take over you.
Are you going for Chardalyn, Ajira, or just the heart?
The heart
Okay,
specifically.
the heart is like organic dragon material. It is not made of Chardalyn, so you can.
Yeah, I realize that. I'm just telling him not to touch this stuff.
Makes sense.
It's very helpful. She'll use the end of her bow to move things instead of
Yeah,
her
it sounds
hands.
just like glass as you scatter it across the ground. The heart, you can feel the heat emanating off of it still. It's obviously not beating anymore, but it is hot.
Would I know if this would have any type of helpful properties to help Amarak? Like something this magical?
You probably don't have that kind of expertise yourself, but a dragon heart is a very rare, powerful thing. Obviously, it powered this entire construct. So you think perhaps whether with the magic inherent in it or as like a means to trade something, you think this could be the answer or an answer.
Okay. Is this something out of character that they need?
Out of character, no.
Okay. Then in character, she will wrap it up and put it in her bag. And once everything is wrapped up here, she will go find the halfling she was looking for to see about the thing she needs to help Amarak. And now she has a tool to trade.
Cool. Okay. We can start to wrap up here unless there's anything else pressing that people want to take care of. We're good? Okay. So I guess I'll give you the final scene closing. Those who have survived start to gather back in the castle. The people you were able to evacuate beforehand and fit down in the cistern are safe, including Mir and Gale, and those civilians who came through. And actually, Ajira, you find your halfling there. We'll say maybe you helped evacuate him down there, and kind of like, okay, that's the person I'm looking for. His name is Ronaldo the Magnificent, and he knows a great many things, including perhaps how you can use that red dragon heart. And he agrees to tell you as long as he gets a piece of it as a little memento of this amazing tale that he will now add to his collection. The rest of the people who were outside, the square, as I said before, is covered in rubble and bodies, and in all, the deaths are quite high. This town wasn't huge to begin with, but you count about 75 people who died either in the fight or from injuries in the aftermath.
Clarification.
Yeah, Em.
How many of the 75 did Quill personally murder?
You keeping a tally?
I was just kind of curious. I wanted like just a general, was it 30? Like just like
for the census report, it's fine.
I just want to know for like Quill's emotions.
Okay, well, let's figure this out. Probably a good chunk, because the dragon wasn't focused on the people.
Because I did 3 bursts of lightning that went 100 feet and was 5 feet wide, and then I did a cone, and then I did a 10-foot radius around me.
Let me ask you this: how many? Do you have a number that you want to have claimed?
I was thinking 30 seemed reasonable.
Okay.
Roll a D75 and it's that many.
Only one person.
I'll just roll a D100 real quick. It'll be
just
fine. Unless it's like 9. That's a terrible number.
Oh, well, I think 30 feels
Cool.
feels right, because you got a whole ton in
I got a
that
bunch.
middle lightning blast, especially. Yeah. So 30 is what you estimate to have been
Perfect.
your damage. Yeah, so everyone's kind of licking their wounds in the castle afterward, and you feel this sense, certainly around you, Quill, especially. Well, actually, it's just kind of throughout the whole crowd. People are obviously relieved that the dragon is done for, and that they are no longer in imminent danger, but there's definitely a shadow over the crowd. The people who fought, who were taken over by this malevolence and fought and even killed some of their fellow townsfolk, they just have this darkness in their eyes, not of malevolence now, but of just deep gnawing regret, knowing what they have taken part in. And we'll kind of wrap up there. I guess we'll sort of hand wave for Vinny and Ajira. Ajira, you are going to take this this heart back to Amarak. You also learned that Bremen was not yet attacked by the dragon, so you are pretty confident that Amarak was safe from that. Vinny, I don't know where you want to head, but they would probably be happy to have a cook at the castle if you want to stay here, or if you want to
Wait.
roll to the next town.
The Colt Castle?
The Colt Castle.
No thanks.
Where are you free?
Vinny will go to a town, any town that has a cook wanted sign. Like, he'll just nomad it up.
Well, from what you hear of the people who have come here from other towns, it sounds like basically the same thing happened there, except minus you guys to kill the dragon. So you think that at least 2 of the towns, Dugan's Hole and Goodmead, basically the ones south of you, have been decimated. You hear that East Haven had a little bit better luck because they are larger and have at least like a militia. They were able to fight it off, but not without great losses, including the town speaker was killed.
He'll go anywhere, but first he's gonna give Stew Drinker his stew recipe. And a little vial of turtle slime. Just enough for like 1 batch of chili.
So gross.
Thank you, Vinny.
Yeah, dude. Don't use it. Or you're... Dude, my head still hurts, man. Be careful where you use it, dude. That's some powerful turtle goo.
Okay. I'll save it for a special occasion.
Okay. And we'll fade out there with people gathering somberly in
There's one
the
very important
castle hall.
detail that
Yes.
Haskell needs Ajira to know before she is
Okay.
gone,
Okay.
is that Ronaldo is not as magnificent as they say he is.
Are you serious? I gave him part of the heart.
It's a big hoax, but it'll be fine.
She shakes
We
her
can
head.
fade now. He had to say it.
You had to say it.
Before she leaves, she gets down on her knees one more time and she actually gives you a hug.
Oh,
And you feel warmth.
you're less cold now. This is good.
It is your doing.
Just make sure when people say I don't know what I speak of, back me up.
I'm not going to do that.
Fair enough.
Always humble.
Yes, M.
Wonderful.
See you on the other side.
too.
Just for what Quill does,
Mm-hmm.
she is gonna kind of make sure she keeps space between her and Ajira and Vinny, like for the rest of the time that they're there. Not like she just doesn't want to give them a chance to notice how much different she is. So she'll just be like super kind of like quiet when she's around them, a little superficial, and be relieved a little when they finally part ways.
Yeah.
Does she
And
not
she'll
like how
think
different she
quietly to
is?
herself that she got away with it.
People just generally, I mean, can't speak for Ajira and Vinny, but people are giving you a wide berth. I mean, everyone saw what you did, and yes, everyone was like under that malevolence, but you definitely were more efficient at eliminating people than the townsfolk. So yeah, you probably walk into a few like hushed conversations or eyes watching you as you move across the hall, and we'll pick up there and
Cool.
explore that aftermath next session. So thank you everyone for sticking around. I know this went later than our usual ones, but it was a great big battle. So thank you, chat. Thank you, players. Ian, especially, I know this is late for you, so thank you for sticking it out with
No
us.
problem. It was a good session.
Big thank you to Felicia and Toby for coming back for this, making a special appearance. It's fun to see old faces, and you guys were very helpful in the fight. Ajira with the Legolas rapid fire, especially, so awesome. I guess really quick, do you guys want to tell people where they can find you if they were not active viewers when you guys were here?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do a podcast called The Side Quest Inn, and right now we're running Pathfinder 2e War for the Crown, so we've converted it, and we actually have a full completed season of Starfinder Dead Sons. So you can go check all that out. And Toby is actually the DM, so if he wants to add anything, I will let him, but I had to say it first.
No, that was good. Yeah, you can find me at the Side Quest Inn. You can find it at thesidequestin.com. And I'm also here a lot. You can find me here tomorrow evening playing a noble woman who is great. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great segue into tomorrow night. We have ended, unfortunately, our Black Void campaign, but we've started up a brand new Pathfinder 2nd Edition mini campaign to kind of warm us all up for Tabletop Treasure Hunters Season 3. So Chase is jamming that. I don't want to steal all your thunder. Anything you want to say about that, Chase?
Yeah, that's pretty much it, except for Bill from Escape This Podcast is in it as well. And he threw down a bounty of, what was it?
Oh,
Was
yeah,
it 10,000 bits
10,000.
in one stream. He will turn on the party. So for those of you who really like to be villains, there's your chance.
There's your motivation. Absolutely. Yeah, okay, so that's happening tomorrow night. So come back, tune in. And then Wednesday we also have a stream this week, correct? Defiant is going on. We did our
Yep.
character building last week. And
did.
now Em, you are taking us on a wonderful Defiant adventure.
Now that
Is
I can
Felicia
talk.
in
Felicia
that?
too.
Yep,
Yes.
Felicia is in that.
I
Come
am
back.
in that. I'm gonna Goliath head crush everybody. I'm so excited.
That'll be neat.
Yeah, so we have lots of cool stuff for you guys this week. I think that's all of the fun announcements. We're back on a regular streaming schedule for this show, so come back next week as well. If you would like to support our channel, you can follow or subscribe here, as well as on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We're continuing to upload our old episodes onto YouTube, so you can catch up there if you would like. You can also show your support by purchasing dice and accessories from one of our affiliate partners, Die Hard Dice. Wow, I blinked for just a second. Die Hard Dice. We have a monthly coupon code with them that will give you 10% off. You can find that below. Oh, sorry, I need to update it. It's level 1 June is the code. So go ahead and use that. And that is that. Yeah. Oh, and if you're new around here, come join our Discord, because that's where a lot of fun conversations happen. If you are already doing one or all of these things, we really, really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Your support means the world. Now, go take a long rest, light your heart fire, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.